I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it. Don't wait for it. Just let it happen. Could be a new shirt at the men's store, a cat nap in your office chair, or 2 cups of good, hot, black coffee.
Wow, that was a perfect way to start. And I love that Joao had me up accidentally, but you know what? I'm just going to hijack this stream.
In order of favorites.
This
not
was
insulted at all.
Obviously.
completely random as I was shaking through this momentum. Hello everyone and welcome to the Bargain Bin Bros. Finally on my channel. I'm excited for this show. We are waiting for a couple of people yet to join in. Mario, P-Rock, Dante from Man of Hot Collectibles. He's painting his new setup, painting everything and installing modifiers so he cannot come. And we have also Dean the Dream, but he told me he usually doesn't wake up that early, but I think he will try to come. Before addressing the chat, just want to say hello to Marco. How are you? It's morning over there. You just had your breakfast. How's everything?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Just had my first breakfast, like I said, and then after the stream, I'll take Gigi for breakfast number 2, or B2 as it's called. So, yeah, we're just getting ready for Hawaii, just getting our Hawaii bodies in shape. So, yeah, got a carb load right now. So, no, doing really well. Thank you for hosting today.
Amazing. And directly from Ireland, he just finished his live stream, but he's back-to-back live stream. Shane, how is everything with you?
Man, I cannot complain. I had a really good week at work, and I picked up A New Hope Obi-Wan Kenobi for $300 shipped.
Wow, really?
Whoa.
Wow.
That's a bargain bin.
Yeah. Like,
looks great up there, dang.
He just like I really didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I knew it was like, okay, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's original trilogy. For that price, it's an absolute no-brainer. I've heard the stories about the head sculpt, but yeah, in hand, really, really happy with it. So yeah, that got dropped in on, I think, Tuesday, and it was just like, yeah, just a really good week. Yeah, a lot of gratitude.
If you don't mind me asking, do you got it from eBay, any local listing, or?
Mario.
Good morning, everybody. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, Mario. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I am trying to wake up. I still have to sleep,
We can
I
see
am
that.
here.
Same boat.
Thanks for having me on, Joao.
Amazing. I know you don't want to answer the Chinese, no problem. We can pass on that.
Well, it came from his sponsor, though, right?
What?
No, because I was asking you, where did you got that Boba Fett? Was from eBay or?
Oh, right. Yeah. I have a body in the boot of my car. No, I
Oh my.
Adverts.ie. It's just a platform where you can just buy and sell stuff. It's pretty much, I think it's like €1 to list an ad. That's it. And
like
there's a small
list?
Pardon? Yeah,
Like
yeah, kind of like, but it's handy. I've sold things on it, and I've bought things on it, and like it's that would be my go-to, because
so this
then
was
if I'm
a local
shipping
pickup.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
I didn't even have to like last weekend I sold. I have 2 DX19s. I sold the second one, the one that I hadn't unboxed. Like I told you, like, so one of them's on the back pod, and I was waiting for the second one to pose next to one of the InArt Jokers, and I was like, right, if InArt are going to be releasing their version, I don't know if it's as good as the standard we've seen. Am I going to be able to resist that? So I was like, right, be smart. So I sold that, made a little profit, but the guy actually drove to my house and collected it. He was delighted because it was brand new and sealed. So like, he didn't have to pay customs, and the price I got it at, it basically worked out good for everyone. I made a little bit of profit, and he was like, brilliant, I don't have to pay like €90 customs on this. Everyone was happy.
That's perfect.
And it was on adverts.
Right. Amazing. Did you pick anything up, Ben?
Me? Pickup? Yes. So this last week I had a good Hot Toys week. Well, I would say questionably good, let's be honest. So I got a DX18 Darth Maul, which I absolutely love. It's an amazing figure, and it's my first Maul in my collection, which I'm pretty stoked about. And then I did a trade. Some might say it's a bad trade. I'm kind of on the fence as to whether it was a bad trade, but I traded my Black Series Mando helmet for a First Order Commander trooper. And mostly because I'm trying to stick to my lane, trying to stick to 6 skill instead of going, branching into the helmet range. Because like there's so many cool helmets too, so then that's just another slippery slope I'm not sure I want to go down. Got the trooper in hand, and it is like by far the least flexible figure I think I've ever held in my hands. Period. Now, I like the look of it. So to caveat that, I actually do like it. I've been able to find a cool pose where he's like being thrown across the room by Darth Maul with the Force. So it's cool looking, but it took a lot of frustration. The hands kept popping off, the feet kept popping off, the helmet kept it was a nightmare. So I feel like I should have videotaped myself with a blooper scene in the background, but I would have had to put like a swear warning on it because I was getting so messy. So, but thank you for having me. It's nice to see all you lovely gentlemen.
Amazing.
I've got my tanker of coffee, so like if you guys see me sipping on this thing, I just woke up. I'm dragging ass a little bit this morning, so we will get there.
You're not
I
normally
love
up
you,
at this
Drake
time,
ass.
right, Ben?
No, I don't even get up this early for my fiance, so you know that I have the love for you guys if I'm
We're
up this
prettier,
early.
though, if we're being honest, right?
man.
So
I mean, it's
I hope
debatable.
she's not listening.
she knows
She's
that's
not-
a
she's definitely
bold-faced
not
lie.
listening.
Yeah, she has
She's up
zero
there curling her
competition.
big. Yeah, she's up there curling her big blonde hair. What I will say though, quick shout out to WebZ Love 1122 and everybody else out near Florida. It sounds like there's a hurricane warning out there. Be safe. Get some water. We are thinking about you guys for sure.
For sure. Just before we go on, just to address here the people here in the chat, we have some comments here. We got OG fan when Star Wars was Star Wars here. I cannot see the I don't know why you're in the StreamYard. I cannot see the icons. I cannot see. I only
Same thing
see
happens with me. I think
here
it's the
say
Mac
elbow,
compatibility.
elbow cough. It's what I can see here in this comment. We got Braden as well. How are you, my friend? Bob Dylan. Marco loses $10 in GG tax credits for every minute he is late.
This is a fact.
The Collector one. How are you, my friend? Everyone is doing great. FPJ in the house. Collectible Kessler, how are you? Ben Thomas show here as well. You came here before you enter on the stream. We got here Insane One, how are you? 16-figure focus also is here. Shane, Insane One. We've got Brian Kerr photos. He was in my show before in the 16 Scale News. He has the Toytography magazine. I don't know if you heard about that. You can go to the website. It's a very good project they have going on. We got as well Wizby Love 1122. Is this one you were mentioning just now, right, Ben? What's up, guys? Watching from Florida, getting ready for this hurricane. Take care. Be safe.
Be safe out there, man.
Yeah, be safe out there completely. And TX Box 210 in the house. To your morning 16 fam from his evening. From them is morning. Renz Tolentino in the house. Good morning to you. How is everything going? And I think it's everything from now. We got Will Foxification also. Hello, my friend. Avengers level panel. If you want to open, let me know. I will send you the link. You are more than welcome. Doc Smizzle as well over here. Oh no. Am I late? You are a bit late, but that's okay.
Perfectly on time.
And Pablo Meza as well. Hello, Pablo, my friend. How are you? And Figuracy Park. I don't know if it happened with you, with Shane or you guys, but the StreamYard, the comments, they lag a lot when you are scrolling up and down, up and down, up and down. I don't know if this StreamYard problem or my computer.
No, I've seen that too, where some comments don't show up on StreamYard that do show up in the YouTube chat, so it is kind of strange.
Yeah. Oh, we have here someone entering Dean the Dream.
Hey.
Hello. Yeah, yo.
What yeah.
What did you do this week?
What got new this week?
That's what
What's up, Dean? You just wake up?
I did.
I didn't think you were going to make it, Dean. I said you weren't coming. I said there was no way Dean will be here. You proved me wrong.
Honestly, it was like, I think like 2-ish. No, it was probably earlier than that. Maybe like midnight. I turned on Lord of the Rings. and it fucking put me to sleep, dude. So I just woke
Yeah,
up.
hate to see
I was like, damn, I woke up early, and I was like, oh shit, I woke up early. I can make the show. So I grabbed my tea and ran over here.
Yeah.
You are all just wake up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Shane, there is 4 p.m. afternoon. 5.
Yeah, it's it's about 4:15 now.
Shane's already at least 2 beers deep.
Nope.
He doesn't. He doesn't drink until February or something like that.
No, I never drink in September or October.
Oh, I did not know that.
September
the
and
end because
October.
it's like
Someone taking a piss?
Because of school?
no, nice. No, yeah, because it's the start of the school year, and after the summer, like you'd be out more, socializing more on holidays, and so then September and October is just a good time to just not prepare for the school year and health check and all that kind of stuff.
You
That
live
makes
in
sense. I think it's
Ireland,
Dean.
right?
I think it was Dean's iced tea, Mario.
It's a
but-
sweet tea.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
know. I'm like, what the hell was that noise, man? Hey, Ben, I gotta ask you, bro. Did you
Yeah,
wake and
of
bake this
course.
morning?
I didn't. No, not this morning. I wanted to be
Aw,
clear focused for you
man.
guys. I
Shameful.
didn't.
Oh,
I know.
dude,
I've got it ready though
that's-
upstairs. But P Rock wanted me to join him the other night to smoke on his 1,000 subscriber show, and I'm like, isn't that going to get you demonetized? Like what?
yeah, man. Just
You
get
never-
in there.
I'm down.
And,
But no.
Yeah.
I might look a little stoned, but it's just because I literally just woke up and put clothing on to see you guys.
Hi, Cuervo. Welcome.
Luckily, at least a shirt.
It's weird what
my.
will and what won't get you demonetized. It's
It
like,
is kind of weird, actually.
It's
Okay,
like
we
they
are
don't
going
even
to-
know themselves. It's different day to day.
And Joao, how are you
Yeah.
doing this morning, bud? That's what I want to know.
This is the important
It's
question.
not morning here. It's 11 p.m.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome as always.
Hey.
You can see my excitement.
I like when you say
no.
when you tell people that everything is okay. Everything is
Yeah.
okay.
Everything's okay. It's like,
Everything is okay.
I'm trying to convince myself, right? Everything's okay.
I like it.
Or when you ask him a question, he says, "How should I know?"
How should I know?
When he says
before-
everything's okay, he's like, that meme with the cartoon character and everything's on fire. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Yeah.
Basically,
Everything's fine. I just want to stop a bit here to talk about this because it's one figure that I didn't see many people talking about because everyone
The fuck
is
is
all
this? Oh, Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks from these are licensed from Caustic Plastic. So these
Is
are already
this
on site.
licensed?
Yeah, this is licensed.
is that Dale or Dale?
I know you guys don't like the head sculpt, right? The paint doesn't seem very promising.
I don't mind it.
I think the sculpt is good, but the paint.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
This
I
looks.
I've got no idea who this is, bro. So I mean,
Oh, you never saw
it
Twin
looks-
Peaks, right?
Aesthetically, it looks decent, but yeah, the paint apps could definitely use some work,
Bro,
man. It
this
looks a little
looks
pale.
third party as shit.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, pick a font. What is
No, yeah.
happening here?
But I don't know if you guys ever saw Twin Peaks. This was one of the figures I really wanted to have in the collection, and I
I like
hope
the base.
this base weight.
The
This is
base
the
is cool.
regular edition. This is already on site. Show 162. This is $300 the regular edition. But then you have the deluxe edition that comes with Laura Palmer in a plastic bag.
Oh, spoiler.
that's a little much right there.
That's a little creepy,
You-
yeah.
Can you see
Well,
that comes with
yeah.
that diorama base?
The sculpt is killer though on that.
Is he like speaking? Oh, okay. It is.
It's like a voice recorder. It's a tape recorder, yeah.
I thought it was like a badge or something. I was like,
And
what's he
then
doing?
you have the exclusive edition that comes with one scale props, FBI files. But this is accessories it comes with. You got the flashlight, you got the badge, the gun, the mug, that recorder, and so on.
The
but I want to
magnifying
check-
glass.
Yeah, you see here, this comes like this.
Damn.
That's wild.
Is it wrong for me that I like that? I think that's the.
No, I think that's kind of
That's a
cool.
pretty cool
Actually. That's
accessory, man.
different.
It's unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And the head sculpt for like Kyle MacLachlan there, I think is actually pretty good. Like I see the likeness of that actor 100%. Maybe the paint apps for sure could use some work, but I bet in hand, under the right lighting, if you like this movie, probably be pretty cool.
This is
Wow,
not a
he's even
movie;
got
it's
a
a TV
file
show.
on the character too. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a 1:1 file. It's a A4 size. This is not 1/6 scale.
Oh,
But I mean, it's $400 for this deluxe edition.
uh-huh.
I don't know. I know that the head sculpt was sculpted by Indigo Jill. He's kind of famous on custom pieces, and I don't know who does the painting. But if they can improve the painting a bit,
Yeah.
I think
He's
this.
got such a stern look on his face, man. You know, like,
Yeah.
what is this?
There's a dead body next to him, man. Give him a break.
Never seen this man.
He'd look off if he was happy about it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess.
So how confident might we be that the paint applications on the base will actually come out as good? Because I agree that paint apps on this guy, not the best. On the base, it actually looks really good. But yeah, I'm not quite, if it doesn't come out quite perfect, it might just, be a throwaway base at that point.
Hard to know.
I don't ever remember hearing any bad stuff about Caustic Plastic. They haven't put out a ton of stuff, but I also don't remember hearing a ton of horrible shit.
They did the Bud Spencer. They did Bela Lugosi Dracula that was just
Yeah.
released.
Didn't they just do the John Wayne as well?
John Wayne, exactly, the John Wayne.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that all their bases are with magnets.
Right.
There are no pegs. It's all with magnets. Same as Inart is doing with the Joker. And Bob Dylan is saying that the body would be cool for Dexter. Yeah, it's true because it's the same plastic bag that he uses. But none of you guys are interested in this. I'm not seeing a lot of excitement.
It's not something I would buy.
I've been wanting to watch Twin Peaks. I might not now, just because I don't know who Laura Palmer is, but now I know she's dead.
Doesn't it revolve around that, though? That's like not a spoiler.
That's the
That's
whole
just the
movie, yeah.
mystery of
Oh,
the show.
is it?
In the-
Okay, I see. I don't
in
know.
the-
Okay.
In the first
maybe-
5 minutes of the show, you already know she's dead.
Okay, cool.
that's
Okay,
not
maybe
it.
I'll watch it now.
He keeps
But
calling it a movie. I love that.
this actor, Kyle MacLachlan,
TV show, the series. Sorry. Because there's a movie after the series. The name is Fire
is there?
Walk with Me. Fire Walk with Me.
Oh, really? Okay.
There's a movie that you need to see after the second season.
Okay.
This particular TV show, I've never seen Twin Peaks, but I'd love to, like Dean, I'd love to go back and watch it. Something I've been meaning to, because one of the first shows I really loved, The X-Files back in the 90s, when that was massive. It was often compared to the weirdness and paranormal kind of side of Twin Peaks. So it's kind of, I don't know, I like to know where the films that I like or the TV shows that I like have been influenced by. A lot of reviews and stuff would have mentioned like this is the X-Files was the Twin Peaks of the 90s, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but because it's like I think there is no absolute answer or verdict about what the show tries to show you. Everyone have a different opinion because it's everything very mixed up. Is a very there are very intense and dark moments, and then there are some goofy comedy in the middle, and then there are very twisted parts, that characters that appear out of nowhere that you don't know what they are doing there. There's a dwarf, there's a giant, there's an old lady that talks with a wood log. There's a lot of strange characters in Twin Peaks.
The more you say about it, the more interested I am in this. I think I need to finally watch this.
I mean, it's a very slow pace, very, very slow. It's easy to fall asleep, I tell you, because
Slower
it's
than
very
Andor, or
Slower
no? I
than
say
the
that with
Batman?
Jess, but
No, I mean, because it relates to the time that this show came on. In that time in the 80s, everything was more slow paced, and this is like a detective, because this guy Dale Cooper is a FBI agent. He's going to investigate who killed Laura Palmer, and then Twin Peaks is the town that he stays, and he stays there to investigate. You can watch it. I don't think there are. I think it's 6 episodes one season or something like that. But yeah, if you have time, give it a watch. But you will go deep, and then you go to Google to search why is that, why is this, what's the meaning of that. There's a lot of stuff over there. But yeah, it's a figure that I pre-ordered this actually. I'm hoping that they improve a bit.
Did you go with the $400 model, the Ultra Deluxe?
No, it's like this. If you want to buy this one, the exclusive edition that comes with that one-to-one replicas, the FBI files, only if you order directly in Caustic website. If you buy from stores, I bought from Kit, he only has the deluxe one. Doesn't have, the deluxe one only has Laura Palmer and that diorama. Doesn't have the files.
Bretta, sorry, what size did you say this was? You said this is not 1/6? This is 1/12?
I mean these files, the FBI files, is a life-size replica. Is 1-to-1 files. Is A4 size.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you said it wasn't 1/6. I'm like, what? What are we looking at?
No, it's 1/6. Of course, 1/6.
Okay. I was gonna say, so some of the chat members have given me some faith that this company sounds pretty good. Andre says the Caustic Plastic did a good Conan. Not so great Rocky. And Pablo Meza mentioned that Bud Spencer figure and the sculpt is awesome. So pretty cool. I think if you're interested in this one, it's at least over a 50-50 shot that it's going to be sweet in hand. So
yeah, when Dean said not to worry about him, fuck him. But the chat, that was
Dean guy?
part.
Don't listen to Dean.
No, just playing.
Let me just go through here a quick update, because I know Marco, for example, is waiting for the So Toys Homelander, as I am, right?
Oh, cannot wait.
And you guys talked about this figure on Collecting Weekly, this Premium Toys one that appeared out of nowhere. And today they show the head sculpting end, how it looks like. It doesn't look bad, let me tell you.
I think it looks good.
Looks good, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you compare it to Star Ace.
Oh my god.
You cannot compare anything with Star Ace. But yeah, I think this head sculpt looks good.
I can have Kevin drop a fucking nugget on the floor, take a picture of it, and compare it to Star Ace, and you would still think Kevin's is a work of art. This one's pretty good. I don't know. It's still like technically a prototype, so it's like, of course it's gonna fucking look good. You know what I mean? Like that's not a production shot, right? It's not like
this is the master. He's the master sculpt. Right,
exactly. Which does look good. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just not sold on it, But I think it's already gone, right? You can't order this anymore.
No, I think you still can order. It's still up in several sites to pre-order.
Oh, okay, cool.
Homelander.
I thought it was a good sign that the only thing that I saw people being specifically picky about was how defined the abdomen section is on the outfit versus talking about the head sculpt. Because I think this array of faces on this guy, I mean, if it comes out as good as this, I think they've done a really good job. I can 100% see kind of the maniacal brain of that character in some of these sculpts, which I think is pretty cool. I think the suit does look pretty good.
Five head sculpt set with the body for less than 200.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
If it comes out good, I feel like that is an amazing deal, honestly.
And a mystery-free gift.
Well, and I think it's crazy that this isn't the licensed version. I think that's the one thing that, for me, it's Star Ace coming in with a licensed boys figure, and it's terrible. Those folks need their license pulled immediately. If a third party comes even close to as good as this, that's terrible. And I mean, that's not and I thought the Homelander from them was even better than the Starlight we saw, which looked like a $400 Barbie doll. I was not happy with that at all. So.
Now, remind me, the So Toys version doesn't come with one of the angry sculpts like C, the C option here, right?
It comes with a normal and the angry one.
Okay, it does. It does. Because to me, that's what looks the best out of this image. Like that really angry sculpt. I think they nailed that. So if the final can come anywhere close to this, I think it could be worth the investment. Like Doc is saying, under $200, it's Bob Dylan actually said that. For under 200, it's very tempting.
Yeah, but your TX point 110 is saying it's cool you get so many sculpts, but tends to leave. I mean, I think no room for error, because if they want to nail them all, because it's 5 head sculpts, it's difficult to have one amazing, and they are going to do 5, right?
But if you get one really good and the rest are just okay, then people might be more forgiving than if it just had the one, right?
Probably. Yeah, Abraham is asking, do you guys know if Caustic Plastic is going to do any reissue of the Rocky? Because I'm not familiar with them much. No one knows, right?
I honestly thought you would have known the best of at least.
No,
me
Caustic
anyways.
Plastic. I don't know much about this brand, honestly. They are from where? Italy, right? I think they ship from Italy. They are in Europe. They are not even over here in Asia. I really don't know. Yeah, the present toys, the ones, the Scarface and the Nero and Pacino, those ones look great. I didn't pick up that ones. But other thing I want to check with you guys here, because this one, I saw this today and I was like, what's this? I don't know if you guys remember this figure, the Ring Wraith. You went for pre-order some months ago from SYY Toys. Did you guys already see how people receive the figure?
Yeah, and it's like not just like one or two people.
It's
Like
heartbreaking.
everybody's getting them like this.
Wow.
Oh my God.
What the
Fucking
hell?
Build-A-Bear.
This is like a DIY project.
Jeez.
Lego
I'm
set,
pretty
man.
worried because I got 2 of them going.
Shit.
Yeah.
I
Are
mean,
you going to
they
do a
just-
live unboxing so we can figure out if yours comes like this or not?
Yeah. I don't even know if you could call it an unboxing. It's just like.
Because this is supposed to be
puzzle.
all die cast, right? The parts, the accessories are
Yeah,
all
it's all
die cast.
die-cast. Yeah.
They really didn't give a damn of assembling the figure. We just put whatever we can
I
inside
don't
the
really
box.
see
and-
the
How do you
issue. All the
ship a
parts are
figure like
probably
this,
there.
man?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten. Well, I mean, this just looks literally just thrown in there. Because I've gotten figures that are in like a kit form, right, where you got to put them together. But I mean, that's literally just. I've never seen it quite like that.
I appreciate the foam packaging. That's nice.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
that's
this was what, $140?
yeah, something like that. I think that's exactly the case. Is they didn't want to spend money in doing a new foam mold, so they just grabbed the ones already existing in the factories, that is with the form of a body
Doesn't
and with the
even fit.
place to put the hands, and they just throw everything
Wow.
inside.
Yeah.
Throw though is. I've had Big Macs look better than that when you open
Yeah.
the packaging. You know, like.
I think they also didn't want to go through the bother of assembling the arms and legs to the torso. No, just said they can
And
do the rest themselves.
Optical 20 now. How are you, my friend? He's saying the price difference between this one and the Asmos is not that much. How much is the Asmos one? Did anyone pre-order that one?
My buddy was looking at that one. I think he said it was $245 Canadian. So that's probably in the 180, 190 range, I think, US, I would imagine. For the
Optical
Asmos.
says it's
Let me
200.
look it up.
It's 200 per optical in the chat.
200 for optical, yeah.
200.
Yeah.
Okay, optical is saying it's 200.
Yeah,
Yeah,
200.
200 on Sideshow.
And
Yeah,
and there's
I have 2 of these on order, and it was under $300. So
Okay.
But
And
still,
yeah,
man, I
think
mean,
they're
this
like
isn't.
140 or
You
130.
don't do this, man. I mean, just throw in a figure with all the parts just scattered all over the place and just ship it to your customer and say, "Here you go." I mean, come on, man. That's just no. Oh, you don't do that. Shit. I mean, if I'm gonna receive figures like this, man, I better just go with Asmus
Agreed.
or maybe
Yeah.
a Star Ace.
No, Starries.
I think they were like probably rushed up to put these out and ship as soon as possible because of Asmus, and they were just, let's just ship this thing out. Don't assemble anything, just put it in the box and ship out. Maybe that's the case. Ken Doc Smith is saying the Jesus, this takes so long. To be clear, this is much difference from Asmus quality.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
I
Bob-
kind of like
Bobby
the
Dixon also.
Bilbo Baggins. I kind of like the head sculpt, not the angry one, the normal one. I think it was okay.
Zach
The
was saying he
Bilbo-
liked that one too, I think, eh? 'Cause
Yeah, I
he's a
think that
huge
the normal
Lord of the
one
Rings
was
fan. I
good.
think he likes it.
And I don't want to speak much about his figure at all. But if you guys want to buy the Spider-Man, the Shanghai one is already on our sponsor, Toys Wonderland. Not my
Your
sponsor.
sponsor,
I'm
you
kidding.
say?
Not my sponsor. But I found out this
Wow.
just tonight. They already have their limited to under 10 pieces.
Yeah, this is the standard release, man. It's funny they don't advertise the churro or any of the other like limited accessories either, man.
they-
So
it's
Yeah, and the
in there.
churro's worth $1,000. You need to get that
No,
in there. The churro.
The one with the churro is in
there.
their website, in the home page. But once you click, it says sold out.
wow.
Same price
Was
as
it
this one.
$1,000?
No, same price as this one. Exactly same price. 418.53.
You can
Both
get
feet.
one over
Crazy.
here for about 400 with the exclusive. Seen over here on Macari, I think, or offer up for around that price.
Yeah. And I saw that they have the Boba Fett with Throne already discounted, and it's not even released in Hong Kong.
Wow.
They already have it discounted. It's amazing.
How heavily discounted is it?
They promote. I don't know if you guys saw when you open the website today. They have a lot of figures. Boba with the Throne is there, and they are saying up to 60% off. But
Jeez.
the Boba with Throne, I think, is 320. But then you need to add or 320 or 360, and then you need to add shipping.
You
Something
need to
like
add
that.
another 320.
Yeah, seriously. I would imagine shipping would be at least $100 minimum for us over here. So
Yeah, for
I don't
Throne.
even-
Be like
even
shipping
worth
an
it.
actual Throne.
Someone was saying that that box with the Boba Fett with the Throne is really huge. They said it's bigger than a 2-pack one.
I would imagine
really?
so the throne itself is pretty, it's a decent size.
Yeah.
Yeah, around 320 is probably my magic number shipped for that. So I'm hoping that thing drops like the 2-pack because I want it, but yeah, I just can't get burned again.
What's the price on Sideshow? Is 490, 500? I don't have idea.
I think it's I'll look right now. High threes, I believe.
I think it's around 400.
So
bro.
is
That's
that a
not
big
lot.
difference for
I thought it
you?
was more than that.
I
What's
think
the
it's more
difference?
than
If you
that.
buy from 320 in Toys Wonderland, then you will pay the same as Sideshow.
The difference is it's not 390 on Sideshow. It can't be 390 on Sideshow.
I also don't think it's 390. Now we
So I was
are
also
all waiting.
Curious.
We are all
I was
waiting
also-
on Marco.
Since you guys are, you guys have been in the game for longer than me.
$390 on Sideshow.
What?
Okay.
I stand
Amazing.
corrected.
I
I apologize.
I wish you guys knew your
wow.
hot toys, but that's all right. I'm built different. So it's cool.
Yeah, but you're all about the bargain bins, man. 390. That seems like a great price for that figure.
And that's
But
really the
that's-
reason
yeah.
why I held off on the 2-pack. I was like, I want the Throne version a bit more. I don't need the head sculpt for the single bird shit version. So, yeah, hoping that thing drops even more.
Yeah. Crazy.
OG
I was trying to
fan
think-
saying 450 what I paid shipped for a Boba on Throne retail. This is from where? Not from Sideshow, right? From Sideshow you will pay.
448
Shipping and
ship sounds
tax.
about right. Shipping
Okay.
and tax, yeah, that could be it.
Okay.
Can you guys think of another figure? I'm just thinking about that Spider-Man. I'm thinking about that churro. Can you think of another figure that's had
Yeah,
an
I'm running.
accessory
Jesus.
raise the value of a release as much as that churro did? I couldn't think of a single figure that's had that kind of an escalation on price because of one accessory in a box.
Ben,
But-
could you repeat your question real quick? I was like infatuated with Ronnie's.
No worries. I
comment.
know.
What'd you say
Me too.
again?
Pulled it out. I was trying to think of another. So, like the Spider-Man came with the churro. Then, obviously, people started buying it aftermarket, like at $600 or $700 to kind of lock that special in. Now that they've released this new version that doesn't have the churro, everybody who spent an extra $300 for that figure mostly spent that money because of kind of that one accessory, in my opinion. I can't think of another figure release that's increased that much on the aftermarket that quickly, followed by basically the same release with the difference of really just one accessory. I can't think of another figure that had an accessory that's
It's only one.
expensive.
It's only the Shuro. There's other
I
small.
think isn't that the only
Pim
difference?
Cola.
Soda,
No.
soda,
As
and some
well.
They
magazines.
Soda
came
was
with
the only
multiple
difference.
accessories.
Oh, okay.
I think
so
the shooter was the highlight. That's the one that you know, a lot of
Definitely.
collectors were going
I thought that was
over.
the only difference, to be honest.
Yeah,
That's
the other
crazy.
ones
Okay,
are
fair
throwaways
enough
as
then.
well, Ben. It's like a can of soda and like some books. I think were the only other.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
find the
Marco
picture
doesn't
really
like
quick.
books. For
I like
don't
the
read-
coffee
we're
cup
all
on that
Latinos
Twin
don't
Peaks
read,
figure.
Well, we
Fair
have to
enough,
read,
fair
man.
enough.
How do you think we get here, bro? I mean,
I don't
Read the
read.
sign. All right.
I just look at the pictures.
swim this way.
I will say, last night before bed after our stream, I read about 4 pages of a book I've been trying to get through. I'm like on page 11 now. I felt so smart before bed. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but that'll probably
What's
be
the
it. I'll
50
probably put
Shades.
it down.
50
No.
Shades. Highbrow
How
stuff.
to
man.
lose a guy in
Yeah.
10 days.
It's a book called Mistborn. One of my good friends who's like he's reads all these books. He keeps giving me books like, come on, you gotta get into it. And then I'll read like 20 pages and put it down. I'm like, okay, well, I feel smart now, so I'm good. Sorry, Shane, I hate to say that in front of a teacher, but
If you want to feel if you want to feel smart and really get smart, I will advise you a writer. You can choose any book. Dostoevsky.
oh, okay, there you go. That would
Okay.
be one of your favorites, actually.
Exactly.
You want some light reading, like, you know,
Let me just
light reading.
We are in the bargain bin show. Adrian Turley, I just bought the Scout Trooper and Speeder for $250 on Sideshow. 20% off, $5 delivery, and some points. It's amazing. This is
Nice.
amazing deal. $250.
That's
yeah,
killer.
the Trooper and the Speeder.
Congratulations, man.
That's a killer deal.
Adrian is an honorary bargain bin bro now for that one.
Yeah, completely. You are on.
Speaking of bargain bin, man, you guys see the with the extra coupon code going on at Pop Culture with all the deals that they've got going on. That is something not to be passed up if you guys are looking for something.
Is that the 20%?
20% plus an insanely already discount. Like you can get Thanos, bro, for like what, like $240 or $230 shipped
What?
US.
Really?
Yeah.
Battle
Dude,
damage, I
okay.
think, or standard, one of them. But
Pop
yeah.
Culture shipped to Ireland. Shane, did you ever bought from them?
They're from Australia. I'm pretty sure they do ship worldwide, but I've never used them. I did notice the 20% off. I had a kind of a quick browse, but I haven't had a good look and done the maths and seen what the story was.
Yeah, I've been
So,
buying
I think
things
they
left and
ship,
right. Like I picked
Only-
up Iron Patriot and Rescue, both of them for a little under 500 shipped.
You see.
It's
What
crazy
was
right
only Rescue? How much was the original price in Sideshow? Only Rescue alone.
It was like
Four
420 by
something, isn't it?
itself, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
So- That's a huge deal. Oliver is saying the one in T-Dubs is a statue, is not the Hot Toys discounted. Oh, okay. So they trick me. Oh, these
I
guys.
think that's what they tried to do. The
Iron
60% off thing. There's nothing there. Well, nothing there. I don't think it's anything worth buying, but it's an Iron Studios one. So on first glance, you think Bubba on the throne, and you click into it, and no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's
Gotcha.
always scheming.
Always this stuff. I kind of
But,
feel
but-
sad now.
That's
On
a
Mario's
compliment,
point-
man, for the Iron Studios, man, to be like compared to the Hot Toys version, man, where you guys were like almost fooled by it. That's good job.
When you see it
Iron
on your
Studios.
phone like that big, though, it's pretty easy to. So, okay.
So does anyone want to take this one? I believe that is what she said. Yeah, so-
Pop Culture ships worldwide. Just take a month and a half to get your stuff. Okay.
I think it depends where you're at. I mean, I've been ordering a lot from them lately, and it takes me about a week or so.
How
A
long
little
until
over a
they
week
shipped
these
out your
days.
orders, Mario?
Well, considering the time difference, maybe like a day and a half or 2 days.
Okay, because it's been like 3 days now, and they haven't shipped my Iron Patriot, which I got for $244 shipped. I was telling you guys, and I was like, man, I feel good about that. I just can't say no anymore to him, and maybe he'll like get even further blown out. But at that price point, I had to pull the trigger.
Yeah, I
a
think
sweet
after
looking figure.
the War Machine Punisher version, after the deal that they put out with that, I'm like, you know what, I don't, and I missed that one, which unfortunately, so I didn't want to like, you know, take the chance for stuff that I wanted to pick up, and you know, I'm just gonna Start picking this shit up. PayPal 4 and 4, and just take care of it all. So
There we go.
it's been working out.
Yeah, Doc is also saying he received stuff from there within 2 weeks.
Okay, that's good to know.
So you know what you need to get next from Pop Culture, Marco.
So
Braden
Braden was
is
enabling me a bit this morning. He was
enabling
letting
you.
me know they have Enterbay figures on Pop Culture, and some of the coupons were working for it. So I
The
gotta go
NBA
check to
one?
see what the NBA ones, yeah. Because I don't think Gigi's listening right now. I did buy the hoop, the
she's right
Enterbay
behind you.
hoop. Yeah. So I have no NBA figures yet, but I already have a basketball hoop coming. Because it was on Entertainment Earth is at the site, $160, and then free shipping, and I think it retails for $250. So another deal. I was like, I feel like I can't say no to this. Like I don't need this necessarily. And Shane, I know you're over here judging me again because you pass on what you like for what you love, but I love basketball, so I had to get this hoop.
But with no figures.
Not yet, but that's I'm on the lookout now.
Well, okay.
I'll have Darth Maul dunking a basketball until then.
There you go, man. Yeah. Yeah. that'll work.
DS Icons, how are you? Pop Culture is a new hotspot. I've gotten about 5 figures from them at amazing prices. Yeah, it seems everyone is going over there now.
I've
Doc
never
is
even
asking
looked at their
you,
website.
Marco, if that deal is still up on Entertainment Heart.
Let me go look and I'll DM him if it still is.
Do you
Was
know
it
why
Entertainment
a
Earth
lot
or
of
was
that-
it Big Bad Toy Store?
It was Entertainment Earth.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was BBTS.
Do you know why a lot of that stuff is getting dropped down on Pop Culture? I think they're dropping down a lot of figures that they're Australian. I think they're dropping down a lot of figures that have those batteries in them.
That's what it is, Shane, because it says international shipping only, so Australians
Yeah.
can't even buy from them.
They can sell
Hold on.
locally,
Yeah.
right?
So that's
Nebula doesn't have batteries, does it?
Yes, it does. I
does
think
it?
for the head. I
Does
think
she have
so.
one
okay.
light up eye?
I think so, but I cannot be sure. Maybe not. Nebula.
Okay.
Maybe not. Maybe
Yeah.
not.
Every time we talk
No.
about pop culture,
No.
Braden gets upset.
Nebula. No.
All the
Why?
Americans are going to go buy up all the stock.
Oh, fair.
He's from Australia, right?
Yeah, he's mad because he can't get anything.
That's fair though.
But it's all
That's
good, man.
that's super annoying. Even the Locutus that's being announced from XO6, the Star Trek figure, they had to have 2 options of him, one that doesn't light up and one that does light up for Australians or versus international. But it's a Borg. He needs to be able to light up. Like I feel terrible for the folks that can't get the one that is most realistic. Like I think that's
Bro,
great.
Australians don't get
feel
anything
bad for them.
good, bro.
Yeah, that sucks.
I feel bad for them. They can't even have blood in video games.
That's crazy.
Oh my!
They
And they've
don't.
They've got the scariest creatures on the planet just surrounding them all the time. You think that they'd need to,
Right.
calm
Yeah,
down with
Take
some
the
drop
toys.
edge
bears,
off.
man. Drop bears.
the edge off.
The drop bears are the ones you want to work. Man, they drop right out of the trees and they cut you, man.
And
Jesus.
kangaroos and crocodiles and spiders and
bears.
snakes,
Oh
everything.
Yeah.
my.
That sounds like Florida.
Oh my!
I'd smoke in the house. I wouldn't even go outside.
But that's what you do now.
No, don't.
You live in Canada.
Don't tell
safe.
Shauna that, okay?
I would commit a crime and go to jail. I think is the safest place.
I mean, it is an island full of criminals, isn't it? From what I understand.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
And then when all the Irish went over there, it got worse.
got worse.
Doc's
Just
news
on the
that.
pop culture thing, I'm
Lord,
I'm
is
considering
more fame
getting a
than the
Lando,
Bios.
and I popped Lando into the cart there, and I added the code is action for 20% off, and it's standard internationals €20.20, €186.18. That's about $180 ship. It's not bad.
It's all
From
right.
T-Dubs.
No, from
From PC.
pop culture.
Wow,
But
I don't
Lando
even remember
does
seeing the
have
Lando up there.
batteries. No.
Yeah, I know, but I don't care.
You
You know,
don't
I'm just
care
saying
about the
maybe
battery.
they shipped out. I know that they were dropping stuff down that had batteries at really good
Yeah.
deals. You know,
Lando is it's curious because everyone was thinking that it was a figure with a very low run, a very low batch figure, but it's everywhere and discounted everywhere. Seems no one wants it.
I mean, characters like that don't usually get like a large run. I mean, look, I'm thinking like the Death Star Gunner. You know,
Yeah.
that one is pretty much few and far between. I think a lot of collectors were thinking that Lando would be given the same fate. But yeah, I guess either no one.
They're not
wants
going to
them,
make another
or
one
they just
either.
overloaded
I
with them.
can't see them make another one.
They
Same
have
was-
to, man. There's like different iterations of them, man. I mean, the Jabba Skiff Guard that Sideshow has, that's a good one. I'd like to see Hot Toys tackle that. You know, General Lando as well. You know, so you got 2 more from Return of the Jedi they can do.
Well, and 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi is coming, right? In the next couple of years. So maybe
Yeah, they're going to
next
do an
year,
Iron
sure.
Man for that.
Next year,
Next-
they will,
It's already
dude.
next year.
Neon
Wow.
tech.
Neon tech.
Yeah, it's going to be like
Maybe
Jabba
not
the
then,
Hutt skinned Iron Man.
Crazy. I didn't realize it was already next year. That's crazy.
Gold
be an Iron
bikini
Man.
Iron Man.
It'll be an Iron Man pinning C-3PO, dude, in red and gold.
Andrew is saying Lando is cheaper on Toys Buying Agent. So
Oh,
Oh wow. Okay.
you guys can do
He's
your research.
$14.50. He's $14.50 on Toys Buying Agent. That's just for the figure. But when I factor in the €20 shipping and the customs, which is usually around €20 for Toys Buying Agent in Ireland, which is not bad at all because they mark values down. It'll be about €230 for me. So Pop Culture still willing out. However, with Pop Culture, I'm guessing I'll get stung for the full customs charge. So yeah, Toys Buying Agent could come out there. So
I'm
it's a
checking
disadvantage.
I'm checking
Sorry.
the price here. The price here is 140, so it's not a big difference than what you get from over there.
But it's the customs. That's what it is. Like when we order stuff in from different companies, you work out pretty quick who are marking values down, who aren't. So it's a risk if we were like, okay, yeah, I've got a good deal here, €186 shipped from Pop Culture, great, I'll do that. But if they're playing things, if they're doing things right, if they're doing things legally, I'm going to get another 30% on top of that. But maybe if I email them and go, hey, will you just mark that down under €100, then I won't get stung for income or customs. But then if they mark it down to under 100, then it's not insured. It's insured for the value they write it down. Do you get me? So it's a risk either way. But
I don't know if pop
I'd rather think
culture will do that, right? Can they undervalue the product? The
Lion
I
Rock
don't know.
Toys do it. Like Lion Rock Toys do it and said you can tell people. They just literally told me
you
they
can
don't
tell
mind.
people that
You
we
can tell
undervalue
people. Yeah,
our
they just said-
sale.
No, that's not it. Like in Ireland, right, we get anything over €100 we import, we've got to pay another 30% roughly on top of it. So you price your figure, you price your shipping, another 30% just to bring it over the border. But there are companies, Lion Rock Toys is one of them, they'll mark the value down so you don't get stung for customs. It's
They
a
will
big
mark the
deal for
value
you
as
being-
€80, for example, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm quite comfortable with that. I take that risk because then I don't get charged €80 to import the figure. You know what I mean? Like the Snowspeeder Luke there, that cost me €90 just to get it into the country. You know what I mean? So that's
Whoa.
price of the figure.
Crazy.
That's
$90.
265. Got it from Sideshow. This way I don't order from Sideshow anymore. And it's not Sideshow's fault. It's just they're doing things legitimately. They're filling in their Tarek form, I
Right.
believe it's called. So $265 for Luke, $50 for DHL shipping, because that's the only option. I hear Americans giving out about $20 for shipping. Like it's like I would love $20, $50, and then to bring it over the border, like incomes tax, because it's all it's that again. That's not Sideshow's fault. They're literally doing their things right. They're doing everything by the book, and then it's just everything we import from into Ireland that's bought outside of the EU, that the origin countries outside the European Union, we get that another customs charge. So we have to, like, it's an expensive hobby anyway, but that is a massive chunk then. So you add up $265 and $50 is what, $315 then, is it? $315 and then €90 the dollar, kind of neck and neck, $400 for Snowspeeder Luke. It's a great figure. It's not worth that. So if Lion Rock Toys are going to go, yeah, look, we're going to charge you $20 for shipping. We're going to give you 5% off your order if you do a review, and we're going to mark it down under $100. Super. Like when I was chatting to them, I was like, they said, tell people that we mark down. And I was like, okay, I can do that. But like, do you really want people knowing that? And they were like, yeah, tell them it's a grant, it's on you. Do you know what I mean? But it could save you €90 per figure. Then like, I use them, but like, again, that's just me. I'm taking my own risk. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know
Yeah,
if
these are
UK
my
is the same
service.
situation as yours, but Andre is saying
After
he bought the
Brexit, no.
Lando, free shipping, and got no custom charge.
You see, because of Brexit, they were in the European Union, and then they left. I think it was 2015, 16. I can't remember the exact year, but then like they left the European Union. Well, that's when they made it. Sorry, that's when they voted to leave, and then there was a process, and then they're now officially out of the European Union. So there are different rules apply to them. So from communicating to other collectors who are in the UK and in England, who order with say Toys Wonderland, they say no, they've ordered like XYZ figures with them, and they've never been stung for customs. So like it's yeah,
It's
what it is.
different. It's different. Yeah, completely understood. But what do you guys want to talk about? I really don't have anything. I will talk anything you want.
Can we
Bring
talk about the
some
in-art Joker?
Oh, please. Yes, please. Finally.
No.
No.
What about Andor and She-Hulk? Are we hoping for any figures from these lines? Are we not? I wasn't on LWO last night. I missed the show, so maybe you guys covered it already.
But that's a good topic.
Yeah, I have to have an Andor, just much like Namor, right? Like the Latino representation, I've got to support that, and I'll need to get it. On top of that, it's been a really good show for me personally so far. So yeah, and I want a Bix too. Give me a Bix all day, right, Dean?
Please give me a Bix.
Yeah.
I haven't even made it that far yet.
She's in the first episode, isn't she?
Yeah, watching the show.
I started to fall asleep.
Watching the show, I was just like, fuck yes, dude. Like, more Andor. Cassian Andor is a really cool character. Not super complex of a guy. You know, you only got really to know him for like less than 2 hours in the original movie. But I always liked the character and what's the actor's name? You just said it.
Diego Luna.
Diego Luna.
Or Bix.
No, Diego Luna. Like, he just like, I don't know. There's just something about Diego Luna that like is like perfect for the character. I don't really know what it is, but like, just I can't imagine anyone else. So I think everyone's been asking for a Cassian Andor since that goddamn movie came out. So they better fucking give it to us this time, because dear Lord. Yeah. She-Hulk, I couldn't keep watching that show. It's so fucking horrible. But yeah, so Cassian Andor, anything from Andor, I'm game. Troopers, you know, whatever. But
That's the thing. We haven't seen any troopers yet in the show so far, which is
no, but we got those like space cops, and their uniform is actually pretty fucking dope. I actually really thought those.
They look so goofy, honestly. I think that intentionally goofy with their stupid little hat and everything.
The hat's goofy, but like their like armor is actually really cool, and they're all like fucking like stocky, fucking burly guys.
Big boys.
The main guy, little twig.
Yeah. I liked it, man. I mean, it was definitely slow paced, but like I said last night, the atmosphere, the environment, you know, the world that they actually created, I thought was incredible. And the fact that I'm watching something that didn't really feel like Star Wars, but was like within that world, I really appreciated, man. The different kind of themes that were displayed throughout the entire show so far. I mean, shit, we see in the first episode, Andor goes to a brothel. I mean, we've never seen something like that in Star Wars, man. I mean, so we got...
and they say the word brothel.
They do.
They acknowledge
do.
He was at a brothel. It wasn't like everyone's supposed to be like, oh, we know what it is. It was like, they say, this is a brothel. He was in a brothel.
Yeah, straight up. And then we see, you know, we see couples, you know, getting intimate. We've never seen anything like that. And then the next morning, you know, Dean's favorite part, dude, when she's getting dressed. I mean, shit, that was You never see shit like that in Star Wars, man. So, and the fact that we haven't seen any, like I said, we haven't seen any troopers yet. We haven't seen any TIE fighters, any sign of Imperial presence anywhere, and it's still, this intriguing is, I think it's a good sign.
You watch it, Shane, already? Andor?
I loved it.
Okay. Tell us.
As soon as that guy got shot in the face, I was like, I'm all in.
Hell yeah,
Sign me up. Yeah, no, none of this like, Reva getting stabbed by a blade, and you know what? We'll leave her there to suffer with her mistake. No. That was completely out of character for, I don't care what anyone says. That was out of character for Darth Vader. That was out of character for the other fella. So your man getting shot in the face and the way he took apart those two guys, it was just like, for the context, no one was around. He knew that if he didn't do something, he was in a lot of trouble. And he pulled that trigger, and I was literally, I leaned forward in the seat going, is he going to let him go and it's going to be all Disney-fied? I thought that was a bold move, and I was like very interested right from there. I got Blade Runner vibes off it. It's different Star Wars, enough that it's still in the universe. I got 1984 George Orwell vibes off it with the dystopian future. Marco, you're talking about books? Read that book. It is fantastic. It is depressing. It's a futuristic, totalitarian, dystopian future. It is really good. It's really like this.
That's one I have read, Shane.
Thank you. Do you remember the whole "Don't do it to me, do it to Julia" scene?
It's been many years. So,
man, great book. I liked the landscape. I liked the atmosphere. I liked the way it was. It's when I think of Rebels, I think of like they're thrown together, they're low budget, they don't have obviously the Empire's fancy toys and stuff like that. Everything's ragtag, their helmets are busted up, their flight suits are busted up. They look like they're struggling to eat. I really liked this. It's never going to be original trilogy, but I was slow as it was. I was like, this is good drama. There's a lot I like about it.
Exactly. And it's something completely different than we've ever seen. I mean, considering the dark and gritty tone, of the show. We've never seen anything like that in Star Wars. So it's the
word bastard was said twice. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was full on. It's made for this isn't like your season 1 or 2 of Clone Wars. It isn't the
this isn't the Phantom Menace,
Book of Boba. Yeah, exactly. It's never going to be. We're going to naturally compare everything to the original trilogy. You'll probably never. You'll go your whole life. You're not going to ever say that Star Wars was better. Although a lot of people say Rogue One. Some people actually put that ahead of some of the original trilogy movies. Some people do. Some people do. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but Rogue One is a great film. I just really enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. And when the troopers get involved, I think it's going to be good. I could have done without the flashbacks. I think
I was about to say that.
Thanks, Dean. Now, just to be clear, I like that they went, okay, this is where he came from. But they didn't need to flashback in 3 episodes. Get that done in 5 minutes, episode 1, done. Maybe
but I think what they did with the flashbacks, I mean, it was a little bit jumbled and all over the place, considering that we only just saw like a minute of one thing, and then a few scenes later we see another minute. There was like really no continuity in the story when it came to the flashbacks.
And you know the way sometimes when there's a dream sequence or a flashback or they're looking back to the past, they do like a slightly different filter or tint. Even some of that would have gone a long way. But I think, do you know what they could have done? After the really good intro, when he goes into the brothel and he's looking for his sister, and there's the what happened with your man and whatever, they could have just done the flashback after that. Exactly. That's where he came from, and that's it, done. You know? Yeah,
I think with all the flashback sequences, I think they could have done it in 2 parts. Like that's a great idea, Shane. As soon as they did the the opening scene, and then go to the flashback, give us like a good half of everything in there, and then save the second half maybe like towards the end of the 3rd episode.
Am I the only one that thinks that
a little more sense?
Sorry, Mario. Am I the only one that thinks the flashbacks aren't done though? Because they talk about what happened to his stepfather, and I almost feel like there may be more story that we get in terms of background. So it might be kind of cut in between. I personally enjoyed the flashback stuff because it was just like.
And I think you will have flashbacks in the next maybe 3 episodes.
Maybe they do a flashback with another actor, with like his a middle ground actor,
his teenage self or something, where he's learning English.
Kind of like what they're doing with House of the Dragon. How they can like just recast the characters now that they get older.
Oh yeah.
If anybody's watching House of the Dragon.
Oh, House of the Dragon is amazing. I haven't watched the newest episode, but. I haven't seen last Sunday, but
y'all get on that. I mean, don't sleep on that show, guys.
So good.
Can I? Sorry, just before we go on, I just want Dean will enjoy this. after watching the 3 episodes of that, and it's kind of it's really adult themed, and it's slow drama, but I like slow, and I think there will be a payoff coming. And your man is a Bill. What's your man? The guy who's in he's in
Skarsgård?
Marvel, Skarsgård, yeah. And I like his character. And I watched the 3 episodes, and I was like, that was really good. It was like there was like sustenance in it. And then I watched the latest episode of She-Hulk, and I was just like,
what the hell? It's such a contrast, man. I mean,
and I was scolded for 20 minutes for being male. It was just
Every episode is like that, bro.
I don't know why
Every
you watched
fucking
the last
episode is like
episode.
It was
I
just like,
gave up on the 3rd.
Yeah. Every episode is like, oh yeah, men are trash and you're a fucking pig. It's like, okay, cool. Like,
then I cried.
I just want to watch a show.
Dean, I think it was you though that said that like the men who are like that are probably not watching She-Hulk, right? And it's like that is 100%
Fucking
true.
turned me into one of them. I was like, I'm not
but
watching.
it's
this.
funny.
Like,
It's funny that they acknowledge that in the show, right? They they had a sequence where they showed like all these, I don't know, what they call them, like man babies, grown man babies, like addressing the She-Hulk and shit like that. I thought that was funny, dude.
yeah.
I
No,
enjoy it. It's a lighthearted
It's
show,
super
man.
light.
It's not. I totally get why people don't like it, but for me, it's decently entertaining, man. I get a kick out of it, so I'm continuing to watch it.
Marco,
Do you think
you
we'll
have
see
here a
it?
recommendation for a book, 9084.
That is a great book.
That's
Had
what
to
we were
read
just
that
talking
in
about, right?
English lit.
Did we? I don't know. I never heard about. Did we talk about that book?
yeah, literally like 3 minutes ago.
I think she brought it up. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Now we know
Were you
Joao
looking
doesn't
at the
listen to a
deal
word
on
we
pop
say.
culture?
Well, it's like past midnight for Joao with there, man. So the man has to sleep.
No, I was actually on Toys Wonderland.
Oh, what'd you get?
Nothing. They don't ship to me.
a shipping bill.
Oh.
Do you guys think we'll get a She-Hulk figure? Or a
Why
two-pack,
you are
like
keep insisting on
a
this?
Jennifer? I'm just curious. I want to know if you guys think we're gonna get one.
It's
And
about
will you,
you,
and
Matt.
will you buy it in the bargain bin if it comes?
You
I,
want one?
I would
Should we
rather
get one?
staple my eyelids to the table in front of me.
Oh my!
I'm like pretty sure we're gonna get a She-Hulk. I mean, they've done everybody else, right? Loki, whatever the fuck, whatever her name was in that show.
Sylvie.
Wanda from WandaVision, Vision from WandaVision.
But you think about it though, like She-Hulk has got to be a custom body, right? So like, if they're going to invest that kind of money in a custom body for a female,
Oh, they're
She-Hulk,
charging enough for fucking figures already, bro. They're good.
They use Venom body on that.
Damn.
Throw a skirt on Venom and you're good.
Venom with titties, yeah.
Painted green.
Green, green.
I love it.
Can you
That's
imagine
probably why we
if
haven't
they
seen one
release
yet.
if
That's
they
'cause they are
release
making
Wong as a
Joao,
She-Hulk
did you-
character?
Did you guys hear
That'd be
about
awesome.
James Earl Jones retiring as the voice of Darth Vader now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read this afternoon.
But I mean, it's still gonna be him, right? With the what do they call that?
Voice recordings. The voice.
Yeah, they are doing-
Yeah, I mean,
AI
but does he have to
voice.
sign? Does he have to sign off on that though?
He
It's
already
already done.
did.
That's the
I think
thing.
he already
already
did. Yeah.
done.
They
Like he
have,
did the
like,
work to
we don't
record
know.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
they've
see.
recorded X amount of hours of him saying different
Exactly.
words, something like that, and then they're able to. There's like I think in the credits of those shows, you can see written on it like, I know it gives credit to the name of the technology where you can record someone's
Yeah, it's
saying
like a
different
weird
phrases.
AI.
Yeah,
It's
and you can
crazy.
make them say anything then or whatever, you know.
Oh man, can you imagine if we had our hands on there, dude? I'd love to be like someone in that sound booth, man, just to make Darth Vader say like big donkey balls or something like that, you know? So,
The name of the tech is called Respeecher.
Respeecher. There you go.
Thanks. For a second there, as I was speaking, I was like, "Am I making this up? I've definitely heard this before." Like,
Sounds like a made up term.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you literally just like type in a sentence, and like the person you want to like say it, if you have enough audio references, and the fucking computer will like put it in. It's wild.
bro, and what are you doing up this early in the morning, man?
Anton is already waking
Like,
up. So
he's
early.
hella, this is hella early.
listen,
for him.
man, those intros they don't make themselves, right? That takes time and effort. The guys got to get up and do them. Yeah,
Well,
man,
he,
those
he
intros,
stays up till
shout
like
out to
5 o'clock
Anthony.
in the morning doing them, man.
Well,
That's
man,
the
they're
thing.
bloody worth it. They're cool.
Yeah.
Fair play.
In
It's
iMovie,
really, really
right?
good.
He makes them in iMovie, I heard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I did just iMovie. Like,
I thought it was Movie Maker. He's a Windows guy.
Movie
You
Maker,
just
yeah.
copy paste.
I'm pretty sure it's not iMovie. Yeah.
When Joao said that on his stream, I was cracking
Yeah.
up.
I was a comic genius.
But
He
you're
really
saying that
is.
TB League did a purgatory a while back, which is great. Thought Toys could do something similar.
Yeah, well, Hot Toys will never use another company's body. So they'd still have to make it on their own, right? Like, Sideshow uses TB League bodies, but Hot Toys doesn't do that, do they?
No, they don't.
I've never seen them do it anyway.
They definitely don't. Idea, Brayden, you asked true. I made the intros for him. Those intros are is you go to Google and you search how to do nice YouTube intros, and then the first one
You just cut and
click
paste
there.
your own logo on top of everything. There you go, dude.
If they can do Hot Toys can. Yeah, Hot Toys can do many things, but they like to use their own bodies. They don't like match those kind of cooperations with other companies. They like to keep everything in house, and this way they can own their mistakes. And
You know, do you know the Tron thing that they're after doing there? That's the Mark IV, isn't it?
Mark
The
II,
gantry.
the gantry Mark
Yeah.
IV.
Isn't that the Mark IV? It's the Mark IV gantry mold. They just troned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What do
it's
y'all think
basically
about
the same.
Every Neon Tech is just Troned. A figure that already exists Troned. It's fucking stupid.
I'm surprised they actually put this one out again, man, considering how long the last one just sat on the shelf. And then to put it on to put a gantry on top of that. But didn't y'all say this supposedly it's a Shanghai exclusive or something like that? So I mean, it's going to be, you know.
I was
going
going to say, are you really going to say exclusive?
I know where I'm at, bro. So it'll I'm sure it'll eventually come here, but I mean, why even tackle that if it's for the States? I'm sure it's going to sit. For the Shanghai market, I'm sure, you know, as well, like you mentioned last night, or something like that actually sells pretty well over there.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
don't
believe?
know, it sells pretty well. But Anthony is saying that Hot Toys should make their own body. It's not use other companies' body. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Well,
for
they
the
outsource
clarification.
they outsource other studios to create some of their diorama bases, don't they? You know, so why wouldn't they?
Yeah,
outsource
diorama
the body?
basis, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking
man.
of diorama bases, what are you guys' thoughts on the I think it's the reissue of the Jazz Inc. Batmobiles, the signed versions?
We already talked
Okay.
about this today.
Last night? That was an LWO topic?
Yeah, go back and watch it,
Exactly.
Ben.
Go back and
Yeah,
watch
fake
it.
fan.
I was
Ben.
asleep. I was in bed.
Well, give us a view,
Which-
man. Come on.
I will.
What are you
I
talking
will
about,
today.
Ben?
I was wondering what you guys thought about the Jazz Inc. The
Which
Batmobiles
one?
that I think
I
are being.
I
I think
appreciate
they're
that.
reissuing them, right? With the signatures.
Yeah, I appreciate that all the funds are going to a specific charity. That, you know, for the suicide prevention. I
Yeah.
love that. That's amazing that he's actually doing that. But to put it behind a 3.0 of something that a lot of his customers have complaints about, you know, or maybe a vocal minority that have complaints about, you know, it's just scary hearing these situations in which the car is not really holding up, you know, physically or in some other fashion where shit's just
Yeah.
like falling apart. But still,
Interesting.
I mean, maybe they could have
Is that the
done something
Justice
like that,
Mobile?
yeah,
Both of them.
and
Two.
well, they're doing
BVS.
both of
The
them, BVS and
The
Justice
both.
Mobile, yeah.
All right, right.
But this time they're actually calling it like Ultimate Batmobile or something like that. So since it's officially licensed this time, so they actually get to use the logos and all that fun stuff.
Yep.
I don't have
Jazz
the
Inc.
photos
paintwork
here,
is
guys.
so-
Sorry, because I'm having so many comments. Everyone talking about Jazz Inc. paint work. I don't have the photos with me. We already talked about this
man.
today about the 66 Batmobile that is not perfect. The paint have some defects.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see all that in
Yeah.
this group, man. It's just the line work is just so shoddy, man. It's so disappointing.
I think we
It's-
all
it's-
kind of came down last night that if you're going to spend that amount of money, it's got to be perfect, right? Like you can
Completely.
excuse a few
Oh, no
minor
doubt, no
flaws,
doubt.
but also to not really know what your avenue would be for a return or if it's going to cost you even more after you spend $2,000+. It's really, I want that BVS Batmobile desperately, but it's just too there's too much noise out there to ever feel comfortable dropping that type of coin with that company.
Yeah, same with the '66, man. I mean, I've been wanting that car forever. That's my Batmobile, to be honest. I've always loved that Lincoln Futura, but I really want it from from a company that really has some experience doing this kind of thing and not, not putting their kids to work, not something homebrewed. You know what I mean? So.
Is this? Did you ever heard about this? Jazz Inc. making the 9 and the 66 Batman characters? Jazz Inc. making 1/6 scale figures? I don't think so.
They already
He's
did with their
going-
scavenger, their what's it called?
The Vulture.
The Vulture, yeah. That was their first.
Yeah, but didn't say that he would never make figures or anything like that Hot Toys have already done? So I wouldn't imagine him doing anything like this. That sounds out of character, to be honest.
No, you're SJC. He knows because probably you listen to Juice speaking. He said Warner Bros. Was impressed with the car, so now they are in talks to do the figures. He's saying announced yesterday on his stream.
Interesting.
If Joe's has a license to finish up the damn line, if he gave us the Cesar Romero Joker, the Penguin, and freaking Catwoman and all them, I mean,
Yes.
That would go crazy.
Yes.
fuck, dude, I consider
sweet,
it,
dude.
but
If they could do it
I
good,
don't know,
100%.
man. It's a big
He's
Once-
got to upgrade his
Once he
operations,
announces
right? If
that,
that's-
once he announces that Romero Joker, once he announces that, Hot Toys will put theirs for pre-order because they have the
Yeah, they
prototype.
showed it a long
They
time
show the
ago.
prototype.
Do you know the
I
paint
wish they
issue?
finished that line.
Well, I was listening to LWO, so I didn't watch I hadn't seen the actual videos. Is the paint issue about the 1966 Batmobile or BVS? What
66.
is?
Yeah, it's the '66.
All right.
Problem
okay.
is, so the line work that's around the body in the '66 is like completely shoddy. You see like some of the lines, some of the red that's just like splatting into the black sections of the car. You see some touch up paint work that's a completely different shade of red, than used in the rest of it. So you just see all kinds of it's just completely shoddy. The lines
So instead
aren't
of
really
fixing it,
straight.
it highlights it more than anything.
A little bit, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you can see all the issues from the rework that they've done on these things.
That's a lot of
It's
money
not-
to be. That really puts me off, man. Like I to be honest, I don't think I'd be in the. I did spend way too much time admiring their 1989 Batwing, but then I was kind of laughing to myself, going, "Why are you looking at this? It's too big, it's too grand." And I've heard a few putty related stories, and I'm like, I just know. But I was admiring that 1966 Batmobile. I only had a quick look at it, but it looks stunning. But I haven't looked at it closely to see those little finer details that you would expect to be up to scratch if you're spending $2,000.
Exactly. I mean, the thing is with that Batmobile, it looks good from far, but far from looking good. You know what I mean? It's one of those things
I
completely.
know some people like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Right. So yeah, you see some people that are cute from far,
Me.
but far from cute.
Nice from afar,
Doc
far from nice.
Smeasel,
That's why I
Doc
turned the
Smeasel
lights
saying
down.
that a lot of the doors don't align with
man.
the whole car. I didn't check this. He said a lot of the doors don't align with the whole car. The fit and the form is off on a few cars I have seen. So this is not only
Oh,
a paint
wow.
issue.
Yeah, that sucks. That's too bad.
So obviously we're going to see the most negative things online, and especially on
Yeah.
Facebook. But again, because it's so expensive, it's like there's too many of them to really make you comfortable with spending that price.
Braden, send over the photos. Let's check them out.
No, but I mean the photos that Mario was showing today, and that we saw that those small paint effects were from
It was
people
yesterday
that were,
for us, just so we're clear.
Okay, yesterday was from
I know, I keep
people
being
that
confused.
was from people that was saying that the car was amazing. They are satisfied with it. They were not complaining. Did they make 5,000?
No, he said it's not like they
Jesus.
made 5,000.
I also don't think so.
They only made a few
A
hundred.
few
of them,
hundred,
he's saying.
yeah.
Bro, I think
So
it's kids
what
that
he's
are
saying is that
complaining
the
after a few
QC
of
the
them.
QC should be better if they've only made a few hundred
Definitely,
as opposed
definitely.
to thousands of them, right? So which makes sense.
Definitely. I asked for pros and cons from a few people who bought the car. Nothing but good things. I'm sure the negative is always louder. Yeah.
It usually is. It usually is, man. There's always the vocal minority.
And not every collector is as nitpicky, right? For some, they see some small defects, but when you look in the display, it's the Batmobile and it's a 66 one. It's a 1/6 scale. Looks amazing, right? So Mario is finding excuses not to get one.
Well,
You got to
I
talk
mean,
yourself out of it somehow.
that's a hefty price tag, man, to put on something. I don't want to be stuck with something that's going to have that kind of paint work. Some might be good, but I don't want to just roll the dice on something I want to be paying like what $2,000 shipped or something like that. I don't want to risk it.
And on
Anthony
those
is angry.
excuses. Oh, go ahead.
No, Anthony's saying because people don't want to look foolish spending 2,000 on something, so they'll just not talk about those issues.
Maybe.
But again, that's also true because we are talking about a $2,000 vehicle. This is not $600, $500 Hot Toys vehicle. This is $2,000. This is a lot of
Even
money.
at
This is
$500
Ecto One
though.
money. This is Ecto
true.
One price.
Even at 500, even at 200 for me, I know Ben and I were talking about this on Will's stream, I will find any reason to talk myself out of getting a figure because there are so many that I want that I've got to find any little nitpick to be like, actually, it's not for me. I don't need it. It's not perfect. So yeah, so
Holy
anything that you can...
Damn, that's JC.
I can't imagine what a night it was. 700 in the street.
Imagine.
Foolish and
Wow.
guilty.
What a night.
When you back home, I should bought 2 Hot Toys.
I mean,
Sounds
for
like
the
he had 2 Hot
66,
Toys.
That's right.
He said,
Maybe more than
I think I could probably wait like another 5 years for either like InArt or J&D to possibly make a 66. I've been waiting forever, dude. I can wait another few more years.
J&D to make a 66 Batmobile?
Maybe.
Did
You heard it
J&D
here,
ever?
folks.
That's...
Did they ever
They
what?
never made anything 1/6 scale till now. You are expecting a vehicle.
Well, I mean, they're saying that hey, they're gonna get into 1/6 figures, right? That's what I'm saying. Like 5 years down the road, I mean, it's possible that they might get into that. Who knows? That's if they're still
know.
around.
100%.
Yeah.
I could see InArt taking a crack at it too. They've talked about vehicles already now a couple times. We haven't seen anything yet, but could happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Other than that
Anything you wanna
DeLorean that I'm gonna have coming next year, I can't get into the vehicles otherwise.
Oh, did you actually-
They're too expensive. I did. Yeah, last week.
Really?
Pulled the trigger.
All
yeah.
right.
Well, because
Look
I've got
at
the
you.
doc. I've got the doc coming now. I've got Marty behind me. I'm like, you can't have both of those guys without DeLorean, right? And I get
I'm
it.
glad
It's
you
not
listened to
necessarily
reason.
Canada the movie, but I'm okay with it.
I was
I
on the
can
fence with
look
the
past
DeLorean,
it.
Man. I
I've wanted a
it, but-
DeLorean forever, but
Yeah, like I've got the Back to the Future original one, right? I mean, the
That's
first
awesome.
Marty. I do want to get Doc, but I don't want to get him until because I got like a 10% off coupon already waiting for him. So I want to wait as soon as he comes in stock in Sideshow, then just use that and some points just to get a little bit of a cheaper price. But the DeLorean Mark II, man, it's not the original car, so I'm like,
it's not.
kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place with this one, man. So
When I was a kid, though, I felt like I watched the second movie more. I think, like, as much as I love the first film and it's by far like the classic, I think as a kid I watched the second film more. I
Because
liked
you
the
wanna s-
concept of going to the past and the future and seeing what happens with Biff and those alternate timelines. Like, I liked that aspect of it, and I thought the flying car was pretty badass.
Yeah, the
I mean,
ho-
can-
the hover
can we-
conversion is what would pull me in, but
can we be
For me,
honest,
was-
man, that we know
was
you
the
just wanted to watch
overboard.
it just because of his mom's boobs, dude. That's why y'all really.
Hey, I'm okay with that part of the movie.
I'm
Let's be
talking about his
honest.
mom's boobs. Oh, no.
Mama titties. Come on, dude.
She's swell.
Ooh.
She's hella swole, isn't she?
Yeah, good movie. I like that
For
movie.
me was
I don't know.
that is called overboard, right? The thing that is like the skateboards that he was using.
Yeah,
Oh, hoverboards,
hoverboard.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought you said
for me-
overboard. Yeah, hoverboard.
Oh, look, we have here. We have a new guest coming. Let me see. Is
Do we
he
now?
dressed?
Dale.
This guy is naked.
Oh, Dale's here?
Oh, I gotta be naked. All right, let me get the.
Ay, papi, no.
No, no. All right. Sorry, I'm late.
That's
What's
it.
up, fellas?
It's a cool
What's
setup.
that, P-Rock?
Is this
Yeah.
a new setup, P-Rock?
No, it's my secondary set. It's my basement setup.
Oh, there you go.
P-Rock.
Love to see
We'll
it.
have that,
I got
we'll
the
have
screen, man.
that poster in the back.
The
Very cool.
poster. What's up, Dean? What's up, Mario?
Not
Everybody?
much.
Jane?
Sorry.
What's good,
Mongo,
hermano?
Ben?
what's up, man?
Where you been, man? Well, how come you showing up so late?
I woke up late, man. After we streamed last night, I was really tempting that Enterbay Studio Enterbay backboard. So I was like contemplating for like an hour. I was just staring at the screen for like an hour.
For an hour just looking
Did
at
you
it.
pull
So
the
did you get
trigger
it
or
or
what,
no?
P-Rock?
I didn't pull it just because I fell asleep. I fell asleep
Wow.
at my desk.
Sorry to enable you like that,
No,
P-Rock.
no.
I did end up pulling the trigger though too. PayPal paying for, you know.
It was something I was interested in for a while ago. I think I brought up to I think it was Braden. I was talking to Braden in chat, and I was like, I want to get that backboard. Like kind of what you mentioned before. Like I want to do a scene where I have like Godzilla dunking on Kobe or vice versa.
Yeah,
I wanted to do
Godzilla
something
dunking
like
on
that.
Kobe? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah.
Oh my.
that would go crazy. Other way
Does
around.
Godzilla,
But
does that Godzilla physically have the stature to do that with his arms and shit? Is his arms that long?
He could use his tail.
You just tell?
Mhm.
Okay.
He could palm the ball with his tail and dunk it that way.
Just like dunk upside down and shit. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm sorry to interrupt the
Makes
conversation.
sense.
You guys are talking?
Not really, bro. We're just waiting for you this whole time, to be honest.
We were waiting for you.
Glad you
this
finally
whole
showed up,
time.
man.
Thank
Now
you,
we can
thank you.
start the show.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get the intro
Let's
started.
go.
But just before,
roll it,
let me-
Joao.
you want the intro?
Roll the intro. Roll the intro.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it. Don't wait for it. Just let it happen. It could be a new shirt at the men's store, a cat nap in your office chair, or 2 cups of good, hot, black coffee.
I love
That's
that
like the
clip.
most laid back intro.
Let me back here to this comment because we were talking about the 66. 12-inch Mo's Dream is saying that he's been very patient with Just. If it sucks when I receive in December, I'll be contacting himself. They better make it right. I'm sure many people will do it. I don't know how does they work with replacements. Will they send the car back and then they will repaint
I
it?
doubt it. It might be cheaper for him to fly out here and touch it up himself.
Send
You're
Dad
not
out
wrong.
here to.
I know.
KG Collector in the house. How are you, my
Hey!
friend? KG.
What's up, KG?
What's up,
I
KG?
haven't seen KG in a minute.
Yeah.
He's living that college life, man. You know how that is.
Oh, the college life? I
Mhm.
don't know how it is personally, but
I'm sorry.
I'm sure. Coffee Time Collector, single songwriter.
Cope
There
dunking
you go,
on
P-Rock.
Godzilla. Twin Peaks, baby. Exactly, Anthony. Exactly. So let me ask you one thing, guys. Here let's talk about here. We are about bargain bins, and I start with Marco because he's the doctor about this stuff, the discounted and bargain bins. What's the next ones that you are projecting that are going into the bargain bin? The next, let's say, next 2-3 figures that you are waiting to hit that sweet spot that you will say it's time now.
Yeah, so there's actually 3 that I'm tracking, and we'll see what happens on Black Friday. But Snow Speeder Luke, one that I really have wanted from the beginning, but come on, you just never know. So I'm assuming they made a lot of those, and I'm waiting on a discount for that guy. Into the Spider-Verse Miles as well. Another one I've wanted from the beginning. Mario, it's fine to get a discount on things. It doesn't mean you love it any less, Just because your mom bought you a shirt from
I hope they'll
Mervyn's
go
on discount.
waitlist on your ass, dude. Something you're like,
And that's
"Shit,
the
I
risk
should've
you
got it."
take. That's the risk you take, honestly. But what's the secondary market? Even if I got one used, I still wouldn't be spending that much. So it's not too big of a risk, in my opinion. And then obviously the Bobon Throne, which I was talking about. So those 3 really want to add to the collection. But I'm thinking that they will all drop significantly by the end of the year.
How about you, Shane?
I'm going to take a slightly different approach on this. I'm going to go with ones that are still on pre-order that aren't actually released yet that I think are destined for the bargain bin. I think the Blurg is going to go bargain bin.
Oh,
I can see that.
Particularly the one which has nothing with it, because I think if people want Quill and they want a Blurg, you can get Quill on the Blurg. If people want the Duracell Mando, maybe they've missed out on that. They may go for the Mando on the Blurg. But I think the single Blurg with nothing on it, I think that will go bargain bin. I also think the integrated suit, the Spider-Man, will go bargain bin, but particularly the one without the base, because I think a lot of the people really liked the base. I heard a lot of people raving about it. Personally, I don't want the base. I'm going to get Andrew, Toby, and the integrated suit, but I'm going to go baseless on all of them because I don't need the bases and I want to save the space and save the money. But I think the integrated suit Spidey, I heard a lot of people saying it's not their favorite Spider-Man suit. I actually particularly like the Gold Spider, but I think that's going to go bargain bin. And Yelena, I think Yelena's going to go bargain bin as well. Just because.
Dean the Dream, any figures that you are waiting for a special deal for you to get, or?
Yeah, I'm waiting for, and it should be any day now. I'm waiting to find a Lando at a pretty decent price, because I know he's still in stock at a lot of places, and he's just not moving, which is good for me because I really want a Lando.
Same.
He doesn't come with enough to justify the price, so I'm waiting for it to dip down a little more. I'm also with Marco, Snowspeeder Luke. I really want a Snowspeeder Luke. But I don't absolutely need it. So it's not something I'm going to spend a whole lot of money on.
Oh,
wow.
Oh,
I thought it was me. What the heck happened?
Is it me?
oh, he's back.
No,
You're
it
back.
isn't me.
Hey.
Pulled off Mario there.
Oh my.
And I think that's about it for me. I think the only thing else I'm waiting for is Bo-Katan, and I don't see her going down anytime soon. So, whoa, yeah, her price going down. So that's right.
Good ones, Mario. You buy everything from pop culture now, right? So you are quite busy at the
Everything.
moment.
Everything's wrong.
you are not.
I'm already getting all the bargain bins.
You are not. You are not what I call. Hi,
Someone wanted to
hello.
wave.
Hey.
She's on her way out, so I'm just saying goodbye. Sorry to interrupt.
Goodbye.
See ya.
You want to go next, Ben?
I can. So I don't know if I
But you
interrupted
wait for
anybody.
Mario.
So did I cut, did I
I
cut
was gonna
Mario
say
off?
you skipped over me, bro. Shit.
I didn't mean to. I don't want to cut Mario off. He's the man. So you go. You finish,
Oh.
Mario.
Because I know Mario, you are not what I would call a deal hunter, right? Normally, you are okay with getting the things.
I'm okay with retail, man. I mean, because I appreciate what these things actually are. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's always nice to get a deal, but the thing is that I guess because my collecting habits have been it doesn't really apply to the current climate, but before it's you couldn't really do this back then, right? When I was back in my day, when I was collecting Hot Toys,
when I was young.
this not anymore, but sometimes I just wish I was a kid again. Yeah, man, you couldn't really do this stuff, dude. This wasn't a thing, so it's just something that this old man is just trying to get used to, But yeah, so as far as bargain bins, I mean, is it something that we have our eye on, or is it just anything in general? What are the rules here?
Whatever you
No
want,
rules. Any figure that you haven't got yet, and you are thinking maybe I can get it at a discount price later on. There's no rush for it. Something like that.
No rush.
I completely misinterpreted that. I don't want to blurk. I'm just saying it's going to go in the bargain bin. Sorry, I need to rethink my whole strategy. Just copy what Dean said. Yes, Lando.
There's actually nothing that I'm waiting for to go bargain bin. I mean, everything that I'm actually waiting for is in bargain bin right now, to be honest. But if I'm just gonna call out anything random, I mean, I'm pretty sure the Harley Quinn that just came out from her movie is that's completely destined for bargain bin, I think. This Mark 85, this new one that came out, the Listerine one, that's another one for sure.
Yeah.
Why the hell? Okay, Marco, how come the Chitauri isn't bargain bin yet? I mean, they're giving us free shipping on it, but what the hell? It's still sitting here, dude, at regular price. I mean, it's been here for years, dude.
It's retro at this point, so.
Yo, it's been up since before you were born, dude. I mean, I'm sure definitely before Ben was born. But I mean, shit. This is
Anybody here have that figure?
I doubt it, bro.
Dude, I'm 35 years old. I think I look younger than I am.
Man, you moisturize.
It's all that green.
I was born in 87.
I think another one too is probably the Batman, the DX19. I can see that going bargain bin for sure.
Really?
I think so.
Wow.
think
Wow,
so.
just bounced out, huh?
Just peaced out.
Is it
Yeah.
really? And then left.
Yeah, I guess you didn't like my answers, man.
Isn't this his channel?
It is.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, Anthony's here saying you're gonna be hard pressed to see Snowspeeder Luke at a bargain bin. He's Luke and such an amazing figure, but besides
Yeah.
that, he holds more value because of his outfit, major kit bash potential. All those opinions are completely valid. All the reasons why it's a great figure, completely valid. I don't think we could use logic like that though with this market, because all the figures, regardless of how great they are, because they've had some great releases, are dropping significantly. So I mean, maybe it doesn't go like super deep discount, but Joao, what is Snowspeeder Luke going for in China right now?
That's
That'd probably
exactly
be a good-
what I'm checking now. I think the Snowspeed route is MMS 585, if I'm not wrong. Exactly. And it's going for
Shane just did a whole show on his top 10, and that was on there, so he should know all the MMS numbers.
I'm pretty sure that
190.
is 585.
190.
So 190. Okay, so it's not blown out just yet. So it
Still,
could
still
retain
cheaper,
some
and it's only
value,
just
but-
come out.
Yeah.
Like I think that is, oh my god, that as far as original trilogy figures, that is an
That's an
absolute.
amazing figure, dude.
Oh,
Banger.
absolute banger. Like one that I
man,
will
no,
100% be
no.
adding. Yeah.
I do think
I would
it's.
say it's a
I
slam
think
dunk.
that- I do think they're all gonna. I think they're gonna slip.
No, but I know that the Snowspeeder look here, the overall opinions here are not that great because most people they don't like much the head sculpt.
What?
I think it looks pretty good. I'm surprised people don't like it.
99%
Well, they always
of
have
people.
problems with his S-scope anyways. It's never perfect with Mark Hamill.
Yeah, and 99% of people are going to pose it with that amazing
With that-
busted
yep.
up worn helmet. And when you put the
Yeah.
visor down, it's just this part of his mouth, and they get his mouth right because it does look like he looked like in the helmet, you know.
It's the same sculpt from the Return of the Jedi one, man. I'm looking right at it. So, there's that.
But
So
Anthony's
for me-
saying if he lived in China, sorry, Ben, I was going to say, he's saying if he lived in China, it'd be a good price. Of course, we don't get that exact price, but all these markets are intertied, right? Like when it's dropping really low over there, I think that's a good sign that we should see some deals over here. That's just more stock that's sitting over there.
So I have a few hopefuls.
Exactly.
I don't know if they will for sure go through as a discount at some point or bargain bin, but I agree. Whoever said the DX19, I'm thinking now that InArt has especially said that they are going to do a Christian Bale Dark Knight at some point themselves. I can see this one slowly kind of chunking down. And now I've had my DX12 modded one for years. I'd like to make the change, but I don't want to pay full price. What is
Jesus.
there? Oh my goodness. I hate to say it.
Only a Russian leaves his own show. I don't know what happened with my computer. This is when Mario said DX19.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
I know, man. We thought you got all butthurt.
He
and
just
decided
left.
to
Yeah.
do
Triggered
something,
you.
bro.
Yeah. I also agree. I think it was Bob Dylan in the chat that said the Nightmare Batman Superman 2-pack. I could see that one slowly coming
Ooh,
down.
I will pick that up if it
before
does go.
Christmas. If it does, same. I've wanted that one for a while, and the shipping's going to kill that one for me. So I need a bit of a discount in order to justify it. To be honest,
That one was
I
already
think
booked.
quite the opposite on that set, man. I think that one's just probably like less production
so?
than we think. I think
Mario,
so.
I already saw that
I'm
one
wondering.
here domestically at a local comic shop, and it was for $478 shipped. And
Oh,
so
wow.
I was feeling good that I got mine for $485 from overseas from
Those
Toys Buying
2-packs,
Agent.
they might have okay,
wonder.
the Bubba Rubba 2-pack is it dropped down. Fine, I do think that they might, if maybe it does bounce down and you're lucky enough to pick it up at a lower price. Give it enough time, another few years when they're actually gone. I'm not even talking about 10 years. I'm giving like 2 years when they're starting to sell out and they're gone. I think they're going to do the same thing that every other 2-pack has done. Like, and it's just, if you can get that for 25% off and you're thinking about getting it, it's just
Yeah.
beautiful. Like,
I think you're right, Shane.
Yeah.
I think they're going to hold their value pretty well, honestly. People are going to want those 2-packs.
Interesting. I agree. I can see that once they're gone, they'd go up. Totally. I'm just hoping that they come down in order to get them in people's hands and then sell out, right? So, and then one other one that I've been hoping will get discounted sooner than later is the classic suit Spider-Man. I want to bring that to my
same.
collection. I love that figure. I
Yeah.
think he looks awesome, but I don't necessarily want to pay the full
Interesting
price
one.
tag.
Interesting one because it's one of the few figures that until now, even here, the price hasn't dropped a bit. It's still
Yeah.
That's a good
exactly the same price.
That's a good set, man.
Wow.
That base that comes with it, the
It's a
scorpion
cool
tail.
set.
I don't know
Yeah,
what the
real
shipping's
cool.
like to Canada, Ben, but he's part of that pop culture 20% off sale. So
Hey,
worth
there
taking
we
a
go.
look at to see if you can
already on the
get
way,
it dropped
maybe.
down a bit.
100%. Cool.
Oh, the Spidey?
Yeah,
That's
he's on there. I know Mario. Mario's like,
Oh
well,
shit!
wait a
Hold
second.
on, hold on. Let me
His base
Right.
price might be a bit high though, so that's kind of the thing.
Okay.
You've got to find ones with lower base price and the 20% off, but still worth doing the math.
Well, let's
Yeah,
go
for
verify.
sure. We also have to pay the customs to get them over, unfortunately, so that just chalks it up that much higher. Like for me, I think that's over a $400 Canadian figure by the time I get it in hand. Kind of anyway, swing it at this point. So it's tricky. But yeah, those are the hopefuls.
40
anyways,
Canadian
the
dollars is like
crossfingers.
what? Like what's American dollars? It's like 350.
That'd be $345, somewhere in there. So, but yeah, anything that comes, like when I got my Iron Man, I think that was out. What was that, $569 or something like that at the time? Sideshow, I can't remember. It was a lot, but I ended up paying close to $700 for it by the time. By the time he came through, so. it's
Picking
crazy.
up here let me pick up here this comment from Braden Isari that all 2 packs go up in value. Some yes, but you got that at least here. Ray with BB-8 is very low priced, and Finn
Doesn't
with
count.
the Stormtrooper
Sequels don't count.
is also very low
Sequels don't
priced.
count.
Ah, sequels don't count. Okay.
No.
Sequels don't count. Yeah, but I actually will. I'm seeing that Boba 2-pack, not the. I'm talking the one that with the head
The
sculpt.
unmasked
with
one.
the-
Yep.
yeah, I'm seeing that one in 1 year or so going up in price because now he's already at the bottom now, right?
Mhm.
Everywhere is discounted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
During that
Actually,
sale, I think over the summer, didn't that like sale, that T-Dub sale, didn't it go down to like $235 for like a day or two? It was like
You-
stupid cheap. Like,
No,
and now
that set here is completely sunken. The price here is unbelievable. It's
I also
like
think they'd.
that is TMS 034. I know many references. 2,250. I'm even afraid to look at this price because I paid so much for this. Is at 285.
Oh wow.
that's
I
a
also
great
think they'd be
price.
smart to bring the Dark Trooper down, because I mean, if you want to army build with those guys, if you bring just
Yeah,
a
but
little
the
bit
Dark
of
Trooper
discount
is
on
one.
that guy.
Dark
just
Trooper
came
is
out,
at
though. That's gonna be a
110,
while.
120 now. Dark Trooper is
Is he now?
110, 120.
So he's
Yeah.
already. Okay,
Already.
so, I'm going through Sideshow. I guess I didn't know that was the case. That's crazy.
Dark Trooper is completely. And
He's already
only
in the
one
bin.
batch was one batch only that came to here.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Because I want to get him, but I don't want to pay full price for him. So.
Yeah, that's another figure that's on my radar too, Ben. Dark Trooper for sure.
Yeah, the Dark Trooper is one I already pick up, and I probably pick up another one if he drops to 90.
Yeah, I wanna get another one, too.
You are buying a Dark Trooper from a Hot Toys Dark Trooper for $90 or $100. It's
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's hard to say no to.
yeah.
I want to grab
It's
another
the
one
world.
too.
Now how about you, P-Rock? We are waiting for you. What's your one?
The ones I could think of is currently is one figure that when they have the coupons is always on the list, and it's the Anakin. I'm not sure the one on step will go bargain bin, but I think the regular one without the step eventually will go bargain.
Yeah.
I'm hoping because I need to pick that
That's a
one
good
up. I need to grab that one to finish my display with Ahsoka and the 501st Troopers. Trying to think anybody else. I agree with Lando. That's another one I'm watching, but I agree. I don't want to spend that money. I know he's an OG figure character, but just the price, the fact of all the accessories he comes with is like bare. So I'm kind of hoping he goes down like on the bargain side too. So I agree with that one. Trying to think any ones that I have my mind on. Mostly Star Wars stuff, so not really. The DX19, I could probably see that one. I'm not sure. I was a little disappointed with that one, so I could probably see
Why?
that maybe going down because just the articulation on it is very limited. I know was it Dan and Dre's they said they can articulate theirs, but they probably pushed theirs to the limit. When I got mine, like the arms articulate fine, but the legs, you can barely move the legs.
But you can see it on the bed
Interesting.
pod, right? Or
Yeah, he can't sit. I don't think he can sit. I have mine like he's standing kind of
Standing.
like on top of the seat.
Mm.
So even that, like, it's kind of tough to get because there's the edge of the seat that keeps poking into the thighs of the Batman, so it leaves like a little indentation. So you gotta readjust it just the right angle.
And the seat pops up a bit.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
have to, you have to
You gotta keep
settle it
pushing
down a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like I love that figure. I wasn't disappointed by it because I don't go superposing my figures anyway. But if I had to critique it, yeah, the articulation is definitely where it would take it to critique. Do you find the head sometimes because of the
Always
magnet
falls
you
off.
want it as you put it at a certain angle and it kind of wants to go
Yeah.
another angle?
Yep.
I know
The magnet. I
that.
feel like the
I
magnet's not
noticed
strong
that.
enough on the head.
Yeah.
The
There might
DX
be
Even
Well,
just
was
the
the
cape
same
is always
way.
falling off.
It was the same way.
And then the pegs,
Yeah.
like the pegs and with the gauntlet kind of pushes the hands off the peg. So if you move the hands any angle, like they just pop right off the peg.
Yeah, there's a little gap.
It's a
there
beautiful
instead.
figure. I love having it. I don't regret
Yeah.
my purchase. But
Yeah.
I'm going to be real
Same.
lenient on Batman purchases going forward if they're the same suit.
Isn't the Batman Begins to be released soon too?
Yeah. I'm getting down
Yeah,
just to go with the tumbler.
Yeah, there's about there's a couple of figures that haven't been released yet.
And
Yeah, just a
Catwoman is
handful.
this year or next year?
Shit, Ben. Going back to the Spidey.
Yeah.
I'm just pulling up on Pop Culture.
Pop
And
Culture?
PayPal paying for is telling me $50.42 in 4 payments.
So that's a
I don't know
good
if
price.
That's
US,
like
yeah,
200. That's like 200 shipped.
Wow, that's. I've never shot from Pop Culture. After today, I feel like I'm going down a dark rabbit hole.
I've gotten a few from there, Ben, and their shipping is good, honestly. Like, it was a bit slower on one of the figures in this most recent purchase they haven't shipped yet, but I have positive things to say about them for sure.
You said that
Do they
was your
normally
Iron
get
Patriot,
batches?
right? That hasn't shipped.
Yeah, it hasn't shipped just yet.
Do they normally get batches before Sideshow or about the same time?
Way
Year
later.
after.
Way
Way
later.
Way
later.
later.
dude.
Way
Yeah.
later.
They're supplied through Sideshow, right? I think someone was saying that like they get their shipments
They're
through Sideshow.
they're an
potentially.
authorized reseller. You know, so Sideshow, I think they hook them up too. So
I'm gonna have to go
I think
thaw my
they're
credit
like
card.
Sideshow. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Cool. Good call.
Do you guys
out,
think
Mario.
if the
Thanks, buddy.
DX19 goes bargain, do you guys think the Bad Pod will go bargain with it too?
The
I'm
best
surprised it
bodies
hasn't already.
I know.
Bad
yeah.
bodies already. I
Joel
shall-
told me
Tumblr.
day one, don't buy the Bat Pod full price. They're sitting
I
over
told
here
you.
like crazy.
The bad pod here now is at 220.
Well, Joel, aren't most vehicles sit over there?
No, actually no. The Tumbler still the price still high, and the other vehicles, the older ones are very expensive. But the bad pod, I think it's a problem that they still had the older one in stock, didn't sold out. Then came another one, overstock, and they are trying to get rid of everything at once.
Shit. I'm going to look into the
This is,
Spider-Man.
this is like an off Hot Toy topic draw, but how's the Voltron doing over there? The Blitzway still doing good, or did it go down on price?
I don't have any idea.
Okay.
I never searched for that, but I can do that research for you for only $25.
All right, I'll PayPal you.
Friends and family.
Did any of you guys end up getting the Buzz Lightyear? By the way, pre-ordering the Buzz Lightyear. I just saw
God,
that
no.
pop up.
I kind of want to
don't-
get it, but if they had like a companion piece to go with it, like maybe
Right,
like
the
I forget
Woody?
the name was it
or not the
Freaking-
one? I guess it wasn't in the movie, but yeah.
Yeah, something. I
I-
like. I always feel weird like displaying just one figure from one movie.
I'd rather have the
online.
classic Buzz Lightyear. I think that you can get for like $60 from the Disney store. I think I'd
Kirok,
rather have that.
think about how sick he'd look with Kobe dunking over him, though. It'd be like the perfect companion piece, honestly.
It's true.
No, I'd rather have Kobe dunk on that weird ass cowboy that came out, the third party one, the weird
That
Woody
weird
one,
ass
That
cowboy.
scary Woody.
like because he got the eyes all different angles. You could do that.
Hey, you and your Woody.
I only know that figure because Joel did the review for that. I was like, what the hell is this thing?
Yeah, that was scary, wasn't it?
It was a creepy figure, man. You still have that, Joel? You kept there or no?
You think so? You don't even
You
need
have
to ask.
wonder.
You have to
It's
wonder.
crazy.
What else happened, man?
Before we wrap up, I give P-Rock the chance to find a new topic.
Um,
A topic that requires less than 2 minutes per person to answer. Marco has to go to breakfast with Gigi.
Marco's second
Breakfast
breakfast.
number 2. Yeah.
I think, I don't know.
Second
more of a
breakfast.
statue
What are you,
question. It
Marco? Are
would be
you
a
like a
obvious
hobbit or
question.
what? Like,
The second breakfast.
Does he know about
We
second
just do things
breakfast?
different.
That's called a brunch, right?
Brunch, yep.
It's brunch.
You really are having a second breakfast?
I'm just messing around. I'm not.
I never had a second breakfast. My breakfast is always the same 365 days per year.
Does
Well, I know
2
you
bowls
eat-
of cereal count?
A shot of,
I don't.
This is
I
a
don't
well, is it a
think
shot of vodka and a potato?
No.
I know. Well, I know Joel always eats chicken breast for dinner.
Vodka's
So
not made of potato.
what's
No,
for breakfast?
For dinner, no. For
I know,
dinner
Dean, I
and
know.
lunch,
And then what's breakfast? What's your average breakfast?
2 eggs.
No toast,
Raw.
nothing else. Raw.
is this the
raw.
topic you're going
What
with?
do you mean raw? You just crack one drink on.
Is this the topic you're going with, P.
With
Rock?
salt
I
and
don't know.
pepper.
It just came
What's your
up.
average breakfast?
What's your age? No, it's two fried eggs. Fried eggs. Always. But that's not a topic. Find me a topic. Hurry up. I'm
trying to think,
sleepy as
trying
hell.
Hurry up, I'm sleepy.
I can't.
Come on,
You need a
people.
shot of
I'm
maple
trying to
syrup
think.
over there.
I want to talk a quick statue question, but that's more
Okay.
Mario only.
Go spit it out. Spit it out.
All right, so that Vampirella, the one I'm still considering that Vampirella statue. So I know the other one's PC. Was it PCS or PC?
PCS.
Is
yeah.
is that a pretty good company? Like, are they pretty reliable? Or are they?
They're pretty reputable. They did some pretty damn work, good work. They done some Ninja Turtle shit that you might like. But yeah, they done all kinds of different pieces, like a lot of Transformers, TMNT. I think I want to say they do some wrestling ones too. I think. I have to double check on that, but yeah, they do some good
I'm
work.
trying to be between that one and the Prime Studios one. And the Prime Studio one, it does look nice. the
Prime one,
Studio
just do Prime one. Call it a day, dude. That one's got the thighs you want, dude. The thighs you need. You'll be good to go, bro.
Yeah, I just because I'm always scared to jump in the lane because if I like it, I might want to get another one, and those are a lot more pricier than the figures.
Well,
But
that's why you
I want to make sure I
sell
buy
some
the
figures.
buy the right one. Sell some what?
Oh, Kevin.
Just sell some figures, bro.
I might have
Saw
to, man.
Gigi
I
in
might
the
have
chat,
to.
and she likes to see Kevin.
P Rock, I'll take your young Kobe off your hands. I
No,
got you, bro.
I'm not. I'm not. You still trying with that? I'm not selling that.
So Braden let me know it's up for pre-order again at Big Bad Toy Store. So I might have to swoop.
Yeah, so I Braden messaged
Whoa.
us last night. He picked up a 2-pack.
I got a couple of photos from Anthony and Braden about the Batmobile. If you guys want to talk about that again, or if that's something.
The 66 one.
The 66, yeah.
Yeah, let's see him.
All right, give me a second.
Shots fired. Gigi, it's my fault. I'm sorry because Marco told me he had to leave soon, and I asked him to hold the beat. I was waiting for P Rock to find a good topic to talk, but
It's kind of fun.
It's happening when you're having a good time with your bros.
Only.
exactly.
So
Nobody,
here's
I
a
will-
shot. Here's a
Yeah.
shot with the panel lines all, or with the door not aligning up with the body.
You have there. You can share.
Yeah. I'm sharing. Just waiting for you to pull me in.
Ooh, pull them in.
Pull me in, Joel.
Pull
Come on,
some.
buddy.
Put them all the way in.
That pulls you off.
So, there's
What's
a little bit of a closer shot.
What is that? Is that like
there. This is the
demon?
door. This is the door that's
Whoa.
not being flush, with the rest of the body, or with the frame of the with the body of the car. So the door's still ajar.
a $2,000 vehicle? Jeez.
Yeah. So
But
that's
this
a bit of
he
a
just
bummer.
he just started shipping these recently.
People
Yeah.
are
You
You
receiving
can buy
now
a real
these days.
car for less than that.
You are not wrong.
That might not be the best car in the world, but you can buy a real car for $2,000.
Maybe not in
That's crazy.
Texas. But I mean, have you checked prices for used cars these days? I mean, it's pretty wild.
Microchip shortage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It might not be the nicest car in the world, but you get a real working car for that much. Well,
I don't know about working, but
Little
it's
go-kart.
probably something.
That's what, just one
I've
photo?
seen like little Honda Civics for like 50
No,
bucks.
I'm pulling up another one. I got another one. Here's another one of Braden sent me this. This is I think this is
It's
on the
diecast
hood.
too. Is it diecast? Fully diecast? The Jazz Ink one?
What? Of course no, diecast. It's plastic.
Then why
Is
the hell
it
is it
plastic?
2000?
I thought it was
What's so-
diecast.
That's what I'm
So
saying. For
here's
the
the-
price, I would have thought it would have some
I thought it
diecast.
was.
What's
Here's some of the
this?
line work that I was talking about. This is like I
Okay. The
think
paint.
this is on the hood, yeah. But as you can see, like here, right here in particular is where they reworked it. Yeah, so you can see the touch up. You know, it's a completely different shade of red
Heck.
than the rest of the line work.
Oh, that
What
looks
the heck, eh?
a supermarket
it's-
Batmobile.
Yeah,
Jesus.
exactly.
Basically.
It's pretty bad. But
Give his
again,
son a
you know,
break. His son made a mistake.
Doc Snizzle says Jazz Ink is made of museum grade resin, not even high quality plastic, which is interesting.
That's the crazy. I'm saying for $2,000, I would have thought it would have had some diecast parts in it.
That's
And for it
interesting.
to
I
be all
thought so
plastic
too.
for that
I
price.
honestly thought so too. Yeah. Crazy.
but then
I didn't even think
anything
that
is
Tommy was
not
not even
resin.
2,000.
Yeah, so that's one.
resin.
Let me
Putty grade.
bring up this other
Putty
one.
gate. Love it.
Here's another line.
That's great.
Actually, I think it's the same
That's too
thing.
much money.
I want some more pictures of Locutus Anthony. If you're listening out there,
So-
send us
so
some
here-
Locutus pictures.
So here you go. Here you see like some of the like some of the lines here. It's not even completely red. You see like the black seeping through. If, around
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
rough.
there.
That's pretty
That's,
rough.
yeah, it's very rough.
Unfortunate.
So I'm just curious, like when they ship these out, do they have like some kind of QC thing where they check them? I mean, they must have seen this stuff and probably were like,
You would,
"Fuck it, send it."
you would think, man. I mean, that's why they got that touch-up spot right there. So there's some sort of QC, but I don't know. Maybe they're on a deadline and they just wanted to ship it. Who knows?
That's just bad rep, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, it looks good from far. You know,
Exactly.
far from looking good.
Yeah, but that's
But yeah,
Me.
thanks, Braden. Thanks, Ant.
Thanks, Braden, for sharing the pictures. But I didn't know it was resin. I suppose it was like ABS or plastic or something like that. I didn't know it was resin. Exactly. Well, Bobby's saying plastic is better than resin. It's more brittle and it's UV sensitive polymer. We got getting technical here at 1 a.m.
never hire a family to save a few bucks.
Commander
Never
Green
hired
gets
a
suspended.
family to save a few bucks. This single songwriter. Never hired a family to save a few bucks.
Yeah, man.
It's true though. Very
But
true.
I don't know. However, it's like does these Batmobiles that Jazzing does, they are painted in Netherlands or are painted in China?
It's all
I thought he-
homegrown, dude.
Yeah, it's all in his garage.
Oh,
Yeah, him and his dad and his son. It's a whole family operation.
Yeah.
So the
So-
fact that they're even making shit like is pretty wild.
That's what I'm saying. For like just 3 people to make stuff this big and actually get licensed too, that's pretty crazy.
can you imagine 3 people painting 300 Batmobiles?
I think that's why there's issues. Honestly.
Yeah, they probably got tired of
They're
it. Like,
stretched
all right,
too thin, but I mean that's not the customer's fault, right? It's like, well, bro, hire more people. But
Yeah.
it's pretty wild. But I mean that's almost the nature of a very well. How do we even say it? Like, I mean the fact that it's licensed, I guess, kind of changes the game. But like that's like custom work is always spotty, right? Like it's never gonna be 100%. It's custom. But I mean, the second you go into being a licensed manufacturer, I mean that all goes out the window, right?
But I would think that Warner Bros. To give the license to a company, they would require at least some kind of manufacturing process or something like that. It's not like, oh, you and your family are in your garage painting Batmobiles and it's okay for us. I don't know if it works like that. But
I have no idea how it works. It sounds like no one knows what's going on.
this comedy is amazing. Bob Dylan. Maybe collectors that are old enough to own the 66 Batmobile lack the visual.
Mario
Oh,
ain't coming.
wow, how dare you, dude?
That's messed up, Marco.
on,
He said
Bobby G.
Mario. That's messed up.
Mario, it was me, Marco, talking, by the way.
That's messed up.
Warner Brothers require payment on time. QC is way lower down the priority list. Yeah, everyone is saying the same. Warner Brothers don't give a crap. Look at their DC movies.
You're not wrong. Rafael.
Is it true that Tom McFarlane is supposed? I heard. Is that rumor true that Tom McFarlane might take over DC, or they're trying to get Tom McFarlane? Anybody heard about that?
I've never heard of
I haven't
that.
heard about that. No.
It was
Joao, I
rumors
found
supposed
another. I
they
found
wanna get
another
Tom
video.
McFarlane to run DC.
Look at this thing. I mean, dude,
Now
it looks
it's
so
a video.
good, though, man. I mean,
Exactly.
does
Look
look
at
good.
this.
this is what's so disappointing, man. I mean, when you see it like this, that looks fantastic. But when you start zooming in on these details, it's just like,
I mean, isn't that true for fucking everything though? When you take a fucking microscope to anything, it's gonna look spotty. Your pictures were like hella zoomed in wherever you got them. Like, it's like, how close are you gonna have to get to really? Not that I'm excusing it, but like, you're always gonna find flaws, right? So like, I don't know, like.
I think just the scary part, Dean, you're 100% right. The more you look in, same with Hot Toys or anything really. But the fact that we don't necessarily know what the path is to get a replacement or get it repaired,
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
worried
think that's
about.
what's giving people pause. I think it was a 12-inch moose stream that was like, you know what, when mine arrives, it better be perfect or else they better make it right. Well, like the hope that they make it right is kind of scary. Like you don't know whether they will or not. That's terrifying to me.
I would just tell them like ship me out that little sign they have in front of the Batman. I'd be happy with that. That's a pretty cool sign. The light up sign. That'd be cool for display.
But judging from this video, this video is from a collector or is from Jazzing himself?
no, it's from a collector. This Jedi
mean,
CRI.
This
collector.
Batmobile looks, I think, looks amazing. Looking from the video, I think looks. But probably if you go zoom in the details, maybe there is some faulty
Yeah.
paint.
What
here
are
and
those
there.
bags in the back? I haven't seen the 66
Those
parachute.
are.
Parachute
parachutes.
bags.
Oh,
Parachute bags.
with the little
They left a
antenna.
bunch of foam on there.
Yeah, still
Yeah,
there,
Yeah, I
but
see a lot of
that's
people
poly-
doing that.
That's polyfoam there.
Yeah.
I get your little Swifter. Wipe that down. There you go.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
You listen to us. Take
I
the
know.
rest.
You missed one. You missed one. Grab the other one.
Now,
It does
but
look good though. The fact that
vehicle
these guys can make this from scratch is pretty cool.
Well, what's it made of, though? I mean, if I'm hearing this resin material or for some sort of plastic or
Oh, you could buy the sign. That's cool.
I thought they were die cast.
No, we were just talking about that. It's resin.
All right, my boys, I'm going to jump off before the cafe we love going to sells out of croissants. So great streaming with y'all. Hope you
see
have
it.
a great rest of your day.
Say I did you
I'll
for
talk to y'all
us.
later. I will. Later, boys.
Marco being
Enjoy
all,
your second
being all
breakfast.
bougie.
Later, buddy.
Bye.
Later, Marco. I know Marco's bougie.
Croissant.
Croissants. The croissants are still out.
un croissant.
I only found out what bougie meant like a few months ago, and now I hear it everywhere. It's like you learn
He's
a new word,
fancy.
and suddenly it's everywhere. And it's not as if you haven't heard it before. You just brain doesn't recognize it. Bougie. That's funny, man.
Dean's got that tattooed on his chest right here.
Does he bougie?
He should, because Dean's amazing.
And these undercover bougie. This looks nice though. I'm not gonna lie. The panels and everything, the lights.
Oh yeah.
This would look really good next to Mario's 66 Batman and Robin.
I was gonna ask
Yeah, well,
Marge if you have
Yeah,
those.
completely.
100%.
Come on, dude. You haven't. Yeah, I do have them.
Yeah, I know you do. 'Cause you're a big 66 fan.
Yeah.
So were you tempted to
think
get
it's-
this Mario?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, man. It's just just the end product frightens me, man. I mean, with the vocal minority really speaking up like this, so I'm just, it's not worth the gamble in my opinion. I'd rather just wait for somebody, with a larger manufacturing scale capability to actually put one out.
This is a good point. I like this.
Yeah, Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan got a bro point too.
Yeah. 6Scale says 6Scale Mafia. For me, it's consistency. If I'm paying the same price as you and you get a better version than me, that's a problem. And I agree with that.
Exactly.
That's a pain in the ass. You got to expect the same QC across the board as much as you can, anyways.
That sounds so
100%.
threatening. It's funny that
Yeah.
Mafia said it. He's totally right. Like, but if you get a better version of me, that's a problem for you. Yeah. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah, you see here like the door looks all right. You know, it look it's fairly flush. So again, it's those QC issues that are just freaking annoying.
But this is the one that they brought to have on show, isn't it? This isn't like a collector, so.
No, it's a collector.
This is a collector.
Oh, this is a
This is a
collector. Oh,
collector.
sorry, my apologies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought it was his.
I do
too,
think
it's
this looks
fine.
good. I think this is the nicest thing they've ever done. Well, that I've seen photos or videos of. I really do think it is
Absolutely.
nice.
Tuli.
Tulip.
Morning, good afternoon. See, and I agree with you, Mario. If they had a more transparent or like QC, like we'll fix your issues if you buy it. If they had something like that, then maybe that'll be more opening for other collectors.
You can
In
kind
fact,
of.
I haven't heard from anybody really say like if you have issues, you can send it
Yeah.
back. I remember this was it that speeder, that person had the issue and they told the person to like put some putty on it or something.
It was him.
That's-
It was Jazz Inc. It was.
Yeah,
Joseph
that's what
who
I'm
did
saying.
that.
But I forgot that's crazy to tell a customer to do that.
We
I'm
dug
like,
into
no,
that a
man.
little bit, though. We did dig into that a little bit.
Yeah,
and
the guy
The
wanted.
putty.
he asked for some advice, like, is there something that I can try?
Oh,
And it
okay.
was like, well, you could try this. It wasn't like, this is what you should do.
Okay.
And because he kind of reclarified that for us over
Yeah,
at
clickbait at
Collecting
first,
Weekly.
Yeah, that
Sounded
black
sounded
is
worse
nice.
than the situation
Yeah.
was, though, for sure.
Yeah, that's
It
beautiful, though, dude.
looks good,
I
man. It does
freaking
look
love- I
good.
love this car.
Are the tires real rubber?
I believe so.
Oh,
What's
yes,
he got?
that's the controller for the lights.
I thought he was gonna do like a lighter or something.
No, it's a controller.
Lights on
we put the car on fire.
That's a pretty cool.
Heat
remote, though.
resistant.
It's for the
I think
lights.
it does sounds.
No sounds. Only it's only the lights flashing and something like that.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful car.
like,
man.
does it plug into the actual base of the car? Like underneath, I see that wire going into it.
No, the wire is just like a transformer that you need to connect to the wall.
Okay.
I don't know if it's USB or something like that. But looks great. Looks great with the figures together. There looks amazing.
Looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of silly you got the flame going with the car parked though.
One of the most iconic TV vehicles of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
But this one doesn't look huge. Doesn't look that big, right? The length doesn't look that big.
I saw pictures of the shipping box, though, that this thing comes in. I saw there was one picture of a guy had it on, like, propped up on his counter, and it was quite large, the box itself. But I'm sure it comes really padded, let's be honest, right? So, wouldn't want to pay the
hope.
shipping. You would, oh yeah, you're right. It's a bunch of newspaper.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing this beautiful video. But $2,000, it's a hard nut to swallow.
Oy.
Not sure if that's the phrase.
I like it, Jeremy.
You did it to yourself, man. You did it to yourself.
It's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Give that man a break.
I wonder, but this Anthony saying you want to buy this, but is this still up for to buy, or isn't this already sold out?
No, I think it's still available.
But it does like what they hold some stock to sell after the pre-orders run out.
I don't know. I never bought from Jessica, so I'm not sure how their business model
I don't know
goes.
how it goes.
Is there 250 made in total, or did I just get that out of nowhere?
No, they
even
say
know how
some
many?
hundreds. There is no quantity, a specific quantity. They say some hundreds.
Yeah, it's $14.99 for this thing, and it is available still. It's available on pre-order.
$14.99. So it's not $2,000. How much is the shipping? It's $500.
Oh, after shipping.
Tax and
Yeah,
everything.
so no payment plan. Oh, you got a 12-month payment plan on this thing. Shipping info. To the US, it's 189.
That's not
Canada is
bad.
208. Asia is 321.
Yeah. AG is always the one, the
Yeah.
higher one.
Do these Jazz Inc. like vehicles and stuff? Do they hold their value like the other ones that came out, or because these custom stuff usually are kind of tricky when it comes to value?
Who knows? I think it's too early to tell.
It's too early.
I mean, their Falcon cockpit's still expensive. They're
João, I got the page up if you want to check it out.
Which one?
The Jazz Inc. page, the order page.
Where it is?
I'm sharing a
Wait.
screen.
I know.
There we go. So that's it right there. So there's a price of this thing, and then all the shipping info is down here. Yeah. There's all the shipping costs.
And if you buy now without the payment plan, what does this says there when to ship? How much time you need to wait?
I don't think so.
Because it's still
It
pre-order.
still shows in pre-order status.
Yeah.
So I don't think they actually mentioned when it's expected to ship.
What's the difference between two versions? A DX, like a DX and a regular. Just lights.
There's a regular DX, there's an Ultimate DX with I guess real the dashboard with all the 5 LEDs with an animation pattern, the beacon,
Okay.
the side roller, emergency bar, blah blah blah, all this stuff right here. Yeah, real leather seats, cloth foam mats. So I guess some more premium materials and electronics possibly, but
But
yeah.
12-inch Moose Dream is
Oh,
saying he
look, you
paid
got it.
$12.99 because he
you get
ordered
it?
last year.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
which
think
moves
they
did you get
increased the
yours yet?
price. No, he said in December. I think
No,
he's
he
getting
said
his.
he didn't
Okay.
receive yet.
I came in late, so I'm
But-
sorry.
But yeah, here it is right here, man. Fully detailed and high quality resin body. So it is made of resin. Rubber tires, metal axles, metal support structure. I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, opening doors, opposable front wheels. But yeah, it is. The body is made of resin. So that's another thing to consider.
Okay, interesting. Here, he's saying that when you pay it off, they will tell you where you are in line. Mine
Okay.
is coming in December.
That's cool.
Pretty
Always
cool
to know.
Christmas
It's
gift.
shipping in batches. Interesting.
That would be a cool Christmas gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
I'll get mine and then keep it until Christmas, boxed up. Well, no, I want to open it, make sure there's no issues with
Yeah.
it first. Yeah, have to
Right?
see
You open it
pictures.
Christmas morning, you're just devastated.
No, he's saying that January is the current shipping date. If you buy it now,
Okay.
so
New Year's.
But yeah, there it is, man.
And what was the price difference between the regular version? It was just 1,000 even.
Oh shit. I don't know.
but what's
There's
what's the difference between the regular and deluxe?
He was saying like the dashboard, the lights.
the
and the
lights.
seats. Yeah.
Oh,
There's only one option here, P-Rock. He doesn't.
No, I know, but Ann said that the regular one sold out. I saw it in the chat. He said the regular one sold out. There's only the DX one available.
So that's what this is. Then this is the Ultimate DX version.
Yeah. Yep.
Ultimate Deluxe. Okay.
amazing. Okay, guys, I got to wrap up. This is too late here already, and you guys need to go to have your breakfast.
Lunch now. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, lunch now.
Lunch,
It's
Lunch
1
now.
o'clock in the
Dinner.
afternoon for us.
Yeah.
dinner for Shane.
Dinner.
Lunch. What time is now in your
1:16, and the East
side?
Coast is 1:16.
Okay.
Almost
yeah.
11:30 here. Yeah.
10:17 a.m. over here, man. We're still early in the morning.
Let us know, Shane, what's going on your channel. You would just live stream tonight. Anything planned now?
Nope, dinner time here, so just going to do that. I put a I did record 2 videos earlier on. I'm going to give my reaction to the exclusives. The Spider-Man that's just going looks like it's on its way to Sideshow, and the Tron Iron Man. You probably don't have to watch the videos to hear what I'm going to say, folks. That's my tone. I'm just going to be honest about them. And then a video I was excited about that I put up today, my top 10, just my favorite figures in my collection, which obviously, like, if you watch the 2 videos, the passion levels are completely different. The top 10 when I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then the other one's like, But yeah, that's up live now, the top 10, my favorite figures in my collection. Really a lot of fun to make, and just really a lot of just a lot of figures that I love, obviously. And I just thought of something there while Cable, you asked earlier on about the bargain bins. Yeah, I rarely cancel figures, but because it was so delayed, I cancelled that in Sideshow because I didn't think it was worth 270, and I got my NRD back, and I'm waiting for that to drop down, so I'll buy it somewhere else. I still want it because I reckon posed up with all the gear on, it would look cool, but not for 270. So yeah, that's one I forgot to mention earlier on. I think that will drop down. You already said it's starting to drop down. So yeah.
Yeah, but KG Collector is saying about this cable that when people see it in then is a different story. The body does look skinny, but not super close to the blogger photos. It's a 9.
I never, no disrespect to KG. I love KG. We're on the opposite sides of the fence here. I just think you watch enough videos, you've HD footage and all that kind of stuff. You get the idea. There might be a little gap, but not enough that it's going to be completely different. The thing's skinny. I think it would look okay with all the gear on, but again, just my opinion. So thanks very much for having me, and appreciate it.
Amazing. Amazing. Thanks for coming by, and especially after you just stream on your side and then you just was back to back. Ben, any new Toy Story you are going to?
Yeah, so I actually found one in Airdrie yesterday that I'd never heard of before. So I did a quick preliminary walk through it, and I'm like, okay, I'm coming back to film this place. They had some really cool old shit. So definitely, if you haven't had a chance, check out the Ben Thomas Show. Toy Tours, I usually talk about my opinions on the Exo 6 Star Trek figures as they come up for pre-order. And then I seem to kind of pop up as a guest on lots of different channels. I was on Will Foxification, Lights Camera Collect last night. Of course, here with Big Bretta today. Hoping to get on with P-Rock at some point. I missed his invitation there last week, so we'll rock that soon. But then, and Mario LWO, if I get a chance again, I will see you there, buddy. But otherwise, I'm usually on Collecting Weekly on Tuesday nights as well on the main show there. So yeah, join in. It's always a fun time, but always lovely to see you guys. And thanks for having me, buddy. Definitely appreciate it.
Thank you for coming by. P-Rock.
Still working on my limited edition Guts Berserk overview. Trying to get some poses done. So I got half of it done. I'm editing half of it, so that hopefully should come out today, if not tomorrow. Doing a stream tonight, so Ben, if you're free, I'll send you an invite. It's a little later on tonight, so I'm gonna start a little bit earlier because there's no UFC tonight. But I do want to talk about some UFC fights for next week in the pay-per-view. So I'm gonna talk about that, and I'm trying to think of a topic to bring up, kind of just to have some chat with the people in the chat. Just open up to the other collectors in the community, and then just more reviews. I got some Halloween figures that I want to do for next month. I want to do a bunch of Halloween reviews. My favorite time of the year, man. I love fall. I love Halloween. I'm a big kid at heart, so I can't wait to dress up.
Amazing.
That's it, man. Thanks for having me. Sorry I came in late. I know I told you guys last night I'll try to get in. So I was able to get in, so I'm happy I'm here. Nice to see all these beautiful faces here. I wish I can give you guys hugs in real life right now.
Aww.
Whoa.
Thanks for having me.
If you want to invite Ben, you need to invite him early, or else he will be in bed.
I commit to Shauna pretty early, so or it's the devil's lettuce. It gets you, and then you're in bed. It's one of those things.
The devil's lettuce.
Dean the Dream. I know what's going on Collecting Weekly, but you can tell to our fellow listeners what's coming up.
Yeah, so God, what's today? Saturday?
Today's Saturday.
Today,
I don't know if we're doing anything today. I think maybe we'll do a Let's Draw where we just fart around on stream and draw. Monday got unboxings. I don't know what they're unboxing on Monday. Probably a statue or some sorts. Tuesday, the main show. Wednesday, After Dark, where we just hang out, talk about whatever. Thursday will be Small Talk, where they talk about lower end scale figures like Marvel Legends, Black Series, stuff like that. Friday, Comics and Statue Show. So just tons of content.
Amazing.
Are you guys gonna do I'm sorry, are you guys gonna do that Paul's Wars, the 112 size scale
Oh,
stuff?
yeah,
Is
the
that like
Paul-
one
the
shot,
Paul's
or are you
Wars.
guys gonna do more of that?
Yeah, a bunch of people asked us for 112 scale, but when we did it, everybody was asking for 6 scale. So I think we're gonna go back to 6 scale, and then maybe stagger them. I'm not sure how we're gonna do it, but the next episode will be 6 scale.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes.
Mario, El Profesoro. So
Hey.
what's up?
Well, you know, just first of all, thanks for having me on tonight, bro. I don't want to keep you up any longer, but I mean, we did Uncivilized Scoundrels on last Thursday, in which we had a decent discussion about Andor, our thoughts with it. So go check that out if you get a chance. Tonight, later on today for you, I think the two of us will be on with Anthony, Tales of the Dark Side.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about the display options for your collection, should you invest, and all that fun stuff. So that's going to be an interesting discussion. And LWO next Friday, I think, over on Dan and Dre's channel. So that's always hella fun, man. So we did it last night on P-Rocks, dude, and we had a blast, dude.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I love that show, man. That's probably like my favorite show, dude, that I get to work on. So it's
really
hella
good.
fun. And,
It's always good when you have like a good chemistry with a group of people and you can just be yourself.
Man. And like Kent Shane and shout out to Brother Cousins, inspired me to do another top 10 video myself. So I got a couple things that I'm working on with that. So it's just taking longer to shoot,
Right.
for me personally. So, but yeah, hopefully I can get that stuff out soon. And yeah, thanks for having me on tonight again.
No, great for coming by, and thanks for sharing the photos and the videos with us. Guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to One Six Figure Focus, Ben Thomas Show, P-Rockzilla, Collecting Weekly, and El Profesoro on YouTube. That's all for tonight for me. Today, have all a great Saturday and Sunday, and we will see you in the next week. Peace. Pew, pew.
You-